It's time to go!
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Claude and the Banstas. Hope you're well for this Saturday afternoon FA Cup third round game, Arsenal versus Newcastle. Hope everybody's well. Unfortunately, Claude won't be with us today. He's not feeling very good. Our thoughts and wishes going out to him. Hopefully, speedy recovery, Claude. Hope you're well, mate. I know you'll be watching if you can. Just lay up, rest, mate, and we'll hopefully see you soon. Obviously, Diesel will be joining us very shortly. He's just having a bit of Wi-Fi issues. But while we're waiting, let's just see who's in the chat. Hope you're all well. We've got Hi Guys, that's a good name. Rory, Lone Star, James, Azzy, David, Connor, Bad Boy, Sam, James, Nathan, Daniel, Nino, Jack, Keo, Mrs. Tide, Jack Ramsey, Harrison, Jonathan, Pepsi, Pack, Stephen, Rowan, Jake, Inery, Mike, Owen. Hope you all well. Right, let's get some team news in. And the team news for today, obviously, there's a few changes. And the Arsenal team is Bert Leno in goal, David Luiz, Mari, Cedric, and Tierney in the defence. Chadwick's in the chat too. Hope you're well, Chadwick. David's in the chat. Peter, Omar, Nina. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope you're all well. Like I just said, just going through the team news here. Team news is Bert Leno, Luiz, Mari, Cedric, and Tierney in defence. What I think will be like a two midfield will be Willock and El Nini in midfield. Willian playing just in front of them, I would imagine, with Pepe, Aubameyang, and Martinelli up front. So that's the Arsenal team. Substitutions. How we doing, Yum?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's scary, that, isn't it, eh?
How you doing? You well?
Yeah, all good, mate. Yeah, you?
Yeah, not bad, mate. 2 seconds.
Did
you hear the team or not?
No, not yet, mate.
Right, let's quickly go run through it again. We've got Bert Leno in goal, David Luiz, Mari, Cedric, and Tierney in defence. It looks like Willock, Willian, and El Nini in midfield, with Martinelli, Pepe, and Aubameyang up front. On the bench, we've got Nelson, Chambers, Xhaka, Smith-Rowe, Saka, Eddie Nketiah, Lacazette, Maitland-Niles, and Renarson. And Newcastle United have got Dubravka in goal, Lascelles, Kraft, Clark, Dummett, Aiden, Hendricks, Almiron, Joelinton, Longstaff, and Andy Carroll up front. So what's your thoughts on that, Diesel?
Andy Carroll, he's at us a few times over the years, isn't he?
He scored his first goal the other day for a year, I think it was.
Yeah. Nah, to be honest, people have asked me about this game. I think it's just, I think it's irrelevant what team we put out. I think we're going to beat them, mate. I think it's going to be a routine win. Something tells me it's not going to be the most exciting game, but I think as long as we get the win, I think that's all that really matters, mate. To be honest, yeah, the team, Willian starting, that sort of tells me that he won't be starting the Premier League game, so that's a bit of a good sign.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we've got to use him for these games, yeah, so be it. You know what I mean? You know, I agree with that. It's fine. But yeah, it's Newcastle, mate. You know, with all due respect, we should be beating this. Whatever side we put out, it's irrelevant, mate. We're at home. It's the FA Cup. It's the one cup that's been good to us. It's the one cup where these players, believe it or not, turn up. So, yeah, let's be honest, mate. It should be a routine win.
Yeah, I mean, just before I do that, Bert Leno with a super chat just before he comes out on the pitch. Thank you very much, Bert. He's saying in goal instead of the fraud. Hashtag Arteta knows best. Thanks very much for that. Like that, mate. Like that. Look, no, I totally agree with what you just said there, Diesel. I'm so glad that Willian's playing today. So that definitely means that obviously Smith Rowe, Saka now are cementing their place in this team. Unfortunately, Tracy, Claude is not well whatsoever at all today, so he won't be with us. But,
he's Skyping Tracy. It wouldn't surprise me if he's actually round yours right now. You know, if you look at the picture, that looks like that was taken recently. Tell. He's ran there, isn't he? He's skiving. he's dropped us for her.
And what does he normally say? What does he normally say? Football comes first. Arsenal comes first, he normally says. You know what I mean? But no, I mean, look, Newcastle. I think, all in honesty, I think we get a big win today. I think we'll win 3 or 4-1 today. Everyone, just before we start, we get our predictions in just before it starts. Thanks, BK. Thank you for the message and all. Really appreciate that, mate.
Welcome back, mate. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back, mate. This to me says Willian is now not cemented in the first team, which is great news. You know, you got Smith Rowe. I mean, this is exciting times for Arsenal. You know what I mean? We're getting rid of a few deadwood, Diesel.
Mate, do you know what, right? I just read something about Socrates might be on his way out to Genoa. So yeah, that's looking like for me. This whole thing about Ozil, right? There's right. How can I explain it? Right, there's part of me that's really excited because I cannot stand this player. I hate him. I'll go as far as that. I hate him. Right? Yeah. There's a little part of me that thinks he will stay. Right. So, but all the rumours are they're all gathering pace about him going to Fenerbahce. Right, and I'm one of them. I'm not going to celebrate until it's official.
Yeah.
I can't see why he would go now. You know that in my head, I know. His agent has even come out and said, you know, the player, Mesut himself, wants to stay and see out the remaining 6 months, right? So there's a part of me that thinks, well, if I was him, would I just sit for 6 months? And let's be honest, 6 months is nothing, right?
Yeah.
You know, carry on picking up his money for doing nothing, sweet FA, right? And then obviously he's got his pick of the clubs in the summer. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but if he does go, mate, I'll tell you what. Even if right, we don't get any incomings, right? For me, I'm more interested in what's going out. Yeah. If we don't buy a player this January, I'll accept that. But if we can get rid of 3 or 4 players, 3 or 4 of the dead wood, then for me, that is a successful window for me. Ozil, if he goes, mate, him alone, just him. I'll tell you what, I'm having a party.
The president of the club, even he's come out and said, you know, basically this is going to be one of the biggest things for Turkish football. You know what I mean? When he comes, it ain't like as if this the way that he's speaking, it's a done deal. So why on earth we're waiting and what all this about, all this rubbish? It's all a PR again, and it's all a PR stunt, waiting for the announcement to be made. We know what Arsenal's like, let's be honest. But for me, I think he's definitely gone, mate. Look, at the end of the day, if we've got to pay his wages for another 6 months while he's there, let's do it. At least we know he's gone. You know what I mean?
Do it, yeah. You know, Fenerbahce, I would imagine, can't afford, you know, the 350 grand a week or whatever it is he's on, right? So if Arsenal go halves or they pay the majority of it, and obviously Fenerbahce, you know, they stump up the, 20, 30% of it or whatever it is. Even if Arsenal pay all of it, right, we've got to pay it anyway. So for me, it's just getting him away, getting that whole circus away from the club. Yeah. Because I genuinely believe he is a cancer, right, at this club at the moment, right? He holds a lot of sway. Let's be honest, he does. Yeah. You know, and I think just get the circus away from the club. And I think if we can do that, then do you know what? It's not often we praise this club, but do you know what? Fair play to the Arsenal. Socrates, another one. If he goes out, and I didn't mind Socrates, right? He's not what we need, let's be honest. But you know, every time he played to the best of his. You know, he's not a great centre half, is he? But he does what he says on the tin. But he's classed as Deadwood. So if he goes as well, we all know Kolasinac has gone out on loan, right? So do you know what? You got.
Hold on, who's getting the floor? Sorry, mate. Shaka. No. Oh, fuck's sake.
God, I'm not even on the game, man.
Oh, no. Ain't the game ain't started, but Martinelli's gone over on his ankle already while they're warming up, and he's on the floor at the moment.
What, Martinelli?
Martinelli, yep.
Oh, God, had to be, didn't it?
And it looks like Nelson is warming up intensively. What a great start this is. Absolute fucking ridiculous this is.
All right, let's have a look.
Not that it's going to make any impact on the game, if you know what I mean, Diesel, but at the end of the day, why does it always happen to us, man?
Yeah, exactly. Is it on BBC One?
Yeah, BBC One. Yeah.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah, BBC One.
That's the channel I've got.
No, yeah, you, Dean. I totally agree with you. I mean, the outgoings is looking absolutely fantastic at the moment. Kosniak already gone. Saliba's gone out on loan just for the 6 months to get some football and some time. Obviously, we looks like Ozil is on the verge, on the brink of going to Fenerbahce, same as Socrates, and hopefully a couple of more, mate. If we can get rid of these deadwoods and get them out straight away. And this is what I was saying. This is the build up to the end of the season. Then we'll have a big kitty to go out and get what we actually need and want, Diesel. Yeah,
no, it's true, mate. It's like I said, a lot of the fan base, right? I think a lot of us are sort of crying out for. Obviously, we all know we need players to come in, right? And good players as well. But to be honest, I can handle us not getting any. If we don't get one incoming player, but we manage to ship out 4 or 5, I'm happy with that. I'm happy. I can go until the summer, knowing that we didn't get anyone, come in January. But on the flip side, what we have done is obviously we've got rid of, I'd say, three or four minimum, right? And if we can do that, Kolasinac is on loan, right? Now let's, don't get it twisted, Till. There's every chance he will come back. Right, so that's not a done deal. But you know what? If he can go there and perform, if it's his old club as well, isn't it, Schalke? Is it Schalke he went?
Is it Schalke? It's not Schalke, is it? Sure
it was, because I think they're fighting relegation, didn't they?
It might be, actually. Yeah, I think it might be,
Yeah. So, it's that's what I'm saying, mate. And obviously, Socrates as well. I just can't understand some of these players, Tell, right, on such good money, and they're not even playing. They're not contributing to the team. They're not in the match day squad. We're just spending unnecessary money. That's how I look at it. And when you look at what's going for at the moment with a pandemic, the fact that we're wasting money in these times is criminal. So do you know what? Get them out. And I think a lot of that is what's forced the club to act. Because let's be honest, we ain't got a lot of money coming in. You know what I mean? So,
just quickly, before the game gets started, what's your thoughts on Balogun, mate?
Do you know what, right? I've seen this to Claude as well. I'm sorry, people are. I don't know if this is true, but apparently he's asking for 100 grand a week, right? Right, I don't know if that's true. If that is true, Tell, I've seen some fans saying, pay him. No. I cannot believe, right, what I'm hearing. What has he done, right? With all due respect, Tell, right? He's potential, right? He's potential, yeah? Right, there is no guarantee he's going to, step up to the Premier League, right, and do the business. Exactly. He's not done anything. He's looked impressive when he's come on. He's not done anything at all to warrant 100 grand a week, right? And what people don't realise, right? Because what I'm hearing is, if we pay him that and we sell those players, it will offset the money, and obviously listen, it's not about the money, Tell. I've got no doubt Arsenal can afford it. Of course they can. It's not about the money or where we find it or whatever, right? Players have got to earn it, They've got to earn it. And this is, I said it to you, I think when we had Kevin Campbell on ages ago, and I said to him, I have got an issue, right, with these young players who get things too soon, too quick, right? You know, in the olden days, you had to earn that contract, earn that lucrative, big money contract. Players nowadays, right, 2 or 3 good cameo appearances, all of a sudden they want top dollar. You know, if we lose him because we're not prepared to pay him 100 grand a week, so be it, go. Because that tells me it's all about the money, right? It's not because he loves the club or he wants to play for the club, right? And also, what no one else has mentioned, as well, you pay him that amount of money, right? Just say Arsenal agree and they pay him 100 grand a week. You know what you're going to get next? All the young players, right, knocking on the manager's door, right? Saka's only on 30, 40 grand a week. He'll be one of the first, right? Mm-hmm. So any young player, right, who comes into the team, right, and plays really well, does the business, that's what's going to happen.
No, I totally agree with you.
In that, I want that.
Listen,
I'm sorry, mate. It's dangerous.
Diesel, I'm with you, mate. I can't believe some people are calling for just give him whatever he wants. 100 grand. If he wants 100 grand a week, give him it. You know, and then put him in front of everyone. What are these fans talking about, Diesel? At the end of the day, right? You know when some fans say, "Oh, Arteta's been the worst manager in the Premier League for Arsenal and all that." You fans are deluded and God knows what, and it's because of you fans why we're in this situation, right? Now, I look at it this way. Use them fans that are saying that and the people that are saying that are embarrassing. Take a look at yourself, right? Go back to when Tony Adams was offered a contract or was going to, you know what I mean, his contract was up. He said he would sign that contract without even looking at it because it's Arsenal Football Club. We are the Arsenal, right? Now, Arteta's come out and said he wants the player. Arsenal want the player. Bellerin himself wants to stay, but it's down to his agent. That is why the contract is not signed yet. That's what he's come out and said. He's come out and said that, right? So in my eyes, right, if Bellerin don't go round to his agent and say, look, this is the Arsenal here, this is exciting times ahead. You know what I mean? You've got Saka, you've got Smith Rowe, you've got Tierney, you've got Martinelli, you've got all these players that are all around my age. Now, once I get my chance, hopefully in the next year or so, do you know what I mean? I can cement my place in that team with all these great players that are surrounding me, that have got their chance and are in the side now, right? So I'd go up to my agent and say, look, you either sort this out now or you're sacked, right? And if it ain't the agent, I would turn around to Bellerin now and say, see you later then, bye-bye. Because if you don't sign for this club, then why should we be beholden to you? What has he done so far, like you said? He looked absolutely fantastic. Don't get me wrong, Diesel. Looks fantastic. He scored fantastic goals, loads of goals in the youngsters and God knows what. But in my eyes, you are never bigger than the club. Right?
No, listen, I totally agree, right? All this about is the agent, right? That's a smokescreen. Yeah, that's for me, but it's always about the player. It's the player. They just say it's the agent. Obviously, but you know, it's someone to obviously, you know, for the player to hide behind. Let's not forget the agent works for Bellerin, not the other way round.
Exactly.
Right? The agent works for Bellerin. Right? If he wants to stay, right, he will tell his agent, not ask his agent. He will tell his agent. Yeah, this is what I want. Make it happen. And if you don't, see you later. Right, because as quick as he leaves, he walks out the door to tell there's 30, 40, 50 agents begging to come in and look after him. Yeah? So you know what I'm saying? He ain't short of agents, right? Yes, it's also rubbish about it's the agent. Right? And if I was Mikel Arteta, I'd say to him, if you want to stay and your agent's, you know, being a bit difficult, take my advice, sack him. Yeah. Sack him and get someone else. Do you know what I'm saying? Agent dictate to you. You're the player, not him. He works for you. Do you know what I'm saying? It's come on. But no, he's not even at a loan yet, Tell. We're talking about 100 grand a week.
And what people have got to realise, don't forget, is that these agents, this is a business to them. So they see that player. Let's be honest, 90% of the agents out there now don't look at their player and think, right, we're going to do what's right by you. They want to do what's right by money. Let's have it right. Let's have it right, because it's a business. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? As much as I do want him to stay, let's be honest, I'd love to see him stay. And, you know, if he can't see the exciting times ahead with the squad that, you know, that are going forward with Smith Rowe, like I just said, Martinelli, Tierney, Gabriel, Partey, do you know what I mean? With these players, he can, if once he gets his chance, he could cement his place in the squad.
Yeah, look, it works. It works both ways as well. You know, we're saying all that about Balogun, but Arteta's got to do his bit. You know, and it's his job to sell him the dream. It's his job to sell him the project. And one thing I will say is Arteta's got to give him some opportunities still. You know, it's all right saying I want you to stay and blah blah blah. But if I was Balogun, I'd be like, listen, I want to stay, but what can you give me? What can you guarantee me? Because I would start Balogun over Nketiah all day long. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going to play him, send him out on loan, right? But send him out to a Premier League club. You know, that's what I would do.
The only thing I've got with that, Diesel, is sending him out to a Premier League club. What Premier, apart from a couple down at the bottom, I would say, what Premiership club is going to put him straight in their starting lineup?
No, listen, you know, there's a few though, Till. You know, it doesn't have to play every single game. Right, but if we just want him to go somewhere where he's going to play a lot more, right, than you know how he is now with us. The reason why I say a Premier League club, you know, some strikers can do it in the Championship. Premier League's a whole different level. You know, and if he's as good as what we think he is, and then you've got Liverpool, you know, sniffing around him as well. You know, if that is true, and Jurgen Klopp's looking at him, you know, Jurgen Klopp don't sign fools. So there's got to be something about this kid, right? So that's what I'd say. You know, if he's that good, all this pampering and all that, you know, chuck him in at the deep end. You know, there will be a club in this Premier League who will take a punt, right, and take him on loan and play him.
I'm not saying. Just quickly, we've got a free kick here, dangerous free kick, about 35 yards out, I'd say, on the Newcastle goal. Willian, Pepe, and David Luiz are around it. And it looks like Willian oh, what a poor free kick, but it comes back to Pepe. Pepe tries to go across the field, but Newcastle clear it. Do you want to do that super chat quickly?
Yeah, I was going to say, but Leno, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. He's put F in the chat to pay respect to Martinelli.
I don't know. I don't know what he means by the F word, but just so that everyone know that obviously Martinelli was in the starting lineup, but in the warm-up he went over on his ankle and he's injured himself. So hopefully he's just it's just precaution, and Arteta's left him out but put Nelson on it instead. So Nelson is on instead of Martinelli. We're 6 minutes into the game. Arsenal's had a free kick and it's been very poor. So.
And we've got another super chat from Lewis, our man, part of the team, the man who's responsible for those lovely, gorgeous thumbnails that we have every single week. Lewis has put, Diesel, I want 100 grand a week. Blimey, so you want a decrease in pay, Lewis? Is that what you're saying? Not a problem. Not a problem. But no, listen. Yeah, it's oh, blimey, another one. But Leno again, blimey. You can tell he's got nothing to do. But thank you, Bernd. Thank you very much. He's put, tell Balogun he can have a clause in his contract that if he scores 20 goals in a season, then he can get the 100 grand a week. Yeah, exactly, mate. Do you know what, Bernd? I'd go one further, mate. Put all these players on pay-as-you-play contracts, right? Yeah. Watch how many of these players start performing. No, thank you, Bernd. Much appreciated, mate.
Newcastle.
So you see the super chats are getting better from Bernd. Yeah, that one was $4.99. Considering this man's a millionaire, all right, you know, they are increasing. So yeah, I think he's listening to us, Tom.
Oh well, no, Morris just cleared it. Not that we haven't cleared it though. Newcastle just inside the box. Only Carroll plays it wide. Cross comes in. And Arsenal, now we're on the break. Go on, play him. Play him. Willian's on the ball. Nelson. Oh, my God. What? That is disgusting tackle.
What minute are you in?
8 minutes, 7 seconds, 8 seconds.
Oh my God, you're a whole minute in front of me.
Am I? Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Do you want to pause it?
Nah, go on. That's all right. It's all right.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
I'm not Claude. I'm not Claude. I'll let you off. Speaking of Claude, big up to Claude, by the way. Hope you're watching, mate. If you are watching, yeah, hope you get better soon and make a full recovery. We love you. It's not the same with without you, mate. So,
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
get better soon, please.
He plays a nice long ball downfield to Tierney. And goes back
his name, Weatherfack. What a fact. No, it's fun.
Come on, Pepe. Pepe, back.
I'm just seeing. Hang on, let's have a look.
Oh, good ball. Good ball. Oh, Aubameyang. Oh, who was that? Nelson. Oh,
I've just seen that tackle, Till.
that was bad, wasn't it?
Yellow card straight away. That was Jamal Lascelles, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, centre half who was linked. Who's been linked to us in the past. I don't rate him at all. Dario, big up to yourself, mate. Hope you're well. Diesel, I agree. But also, what happens if you don't pay him 100 grand? Dortmund come and buy him, then sell him back 4 times the price. It's a lose-lose situation. Well, if that's the case, Dario, then every youngster, right, who has a few good cameo appearances, right, that's basically saying that they hold the club to ransom, right? And if we don't pay that money, yeah, then they're going to go off. As Terry said earlier on, no player is bigger than the club. If Dortmund come and get him and he goes, because we wouldn't pay him the 100 grand a week, right, and he blows up, then that's just something we're going to have to suffer, mate. It's as simple as that. Do you know what I'm saying? Sorry.
It could be the new Dele Alli or the new Daniel James at Man United. They have one good season and then you don't hear from them again. They can't even get in their squads at the moment. We don't know what he's going to turn out to be. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Listen, he looks fantastic. He does. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? What else can you offer him? You can't offer him a first team place at the moment. So if that's what he wants, he's looking for time and football, then unfortunately at the moment he's not going to get that unless he goes. He ain't going to get that in the Premiership. I'll tell you that now. There's not one team that are going to take him and put him straight in their lineup every single week.
Do you know what? Right, you're bang on there, Till. Right. So when you got fans saying, "Oh, just pay him, otherwise he's going to go," just pay him it. Right. Yeah. My question today is, if we don't pay it, name me another club who's gonna pay 100 grand a week, right, to a player who's not even he's not even had a season in the Premier League. Till he's had 1 or 2 appearances, right? You're paying for potential, right? That's what you're paying for, yeah. And I'm telling you now, if Arsenal pay him that money, right, I'm telling you now, there will be a knock at the door from loads of other youngsters saying, "Well, hang on a minute, you're paying him that. I want this," right? Some of the best players in this league, seasoned pros, aren't even on 100 grand a week, right? And yet, this player who's done nothing, let's have it right, and I like Bergkamp from what I've seen of him, he looks good. Yeah, you've got to earn it, Tel. I'm sorry, I've had it with these fancy damn players, you know, and that's what we do in this country. What, you know, 2, 3, 4, right, good games, right, for their club. All of a sudden, oh my God, he should be in the England fold. You know, they start talking about the kids for England, about the player, because he's had 2 or 3 good games. You know, we're so quick to hype players up, but we're equally as quick to knock them down as well. He's got to earn it. Sorry.
But listen, look, for me, I just want to say, look, at the end of the day, this will show us what he's really about. If he signs a new deal, then obviously, to me, that's showing that he loves the club and he wants to play for Arsenal Football Club. If he doesn't and he goes, then it just shows me that he's going for the money. He's not, oh, go on. Oh, God's sakes. It just shows me that he's going for the money. He's all about the money. Because if he listen, the way I look here, like I said, there's a great project going on here at the moment, a great rebuild. We're getting rid of all the dead wood. You know what I mean? Arteta's trying to build up his team now. Once he gets rid of these dead wood, you can see the other youngsters that have come through. Let's be real. I don't even think Saka's on that, Diesel.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's on about 30, 40 a week, mate. 30 or 40. I'm sure it's 30 grand a week because he signed a contract quite recently.
And at the moment,
he'll be the first one. He'll be the first one to, yeah, mate. He'll knock on that door. This is what fans don't see, Tom. Right? That they're saying give it to Bellerin, yeah, but you're not looking at the repercussions of what comes after. Mm-hmm. I'm saying what comes after. Any player, right? Any young player, right, who's had a few good games, right? I would, if I was a youngster, same as Bellerin, I'll come into the team, right, and I've had 2 or 3, good appearances, good cameo, right. I'll be looking at Bellerin thinking, well, hang on a minute, he's not done anything different to me. He's been given £100,000 a week. I've come in, I've played a few good games. Emil Smith-Rowe, perfect example, right? He will be the one to knock on that door saying, well, hang on, you're giving him that. I want £100,000 a week as well. If anything, I've done more than what he's done, right? Then you'll get Saka doing it. Then you'll get a few of the other. Before you know it, giving that £100,000 a week to one player has now made several players knock on your door saying, well, I want this or I'm gone. Yeah. You've got to think of it long term. Think of tomorrow rather than today. And that's the thing. It's dangerous doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Ramsey knocked on the door. Went, well, I want what he's on. And because we want to give it to him, rightly so, because he ain't worth that, right? Then look what happened. But that's what will happen. And when you're trying to attract top players, any top player coming to Arsenal will think, right, Ozil is on 350, he's the highest, right? I'm a top player. I want what he's on or more. You know what I mean? It's ruined the club.
I totally agree.
Sorry.
Totally agree, Diesel. Totally agree. Go on, read that super chat out, mate.
Yeah, is it Coyg? Yeah. El Coyg. Hope you're well, mate. Thank you for the super chat, the donation. Hope you're all well, lads. Always a pleasure to join you for the game. Hope Claude gets well soon. Thank you very much, mate. I'm going to let you guys into a little secret. Claude is, he's well, he's fine. He's ran Tracy's, right? He's getting his end away, bless him. No, joking aside, no, he is a bit unwell. Thank you very much, Tokyo, mate. Really appreciate it. We'll pass on your wishes to Claude as well.
It looks like Cedric holding his hamstring now, by the looks of it.
These players, man.
Oh, he looks like he's going to run it off.
Amen. Hello.
Hello, Emin. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well.
Ginger Lee, hope you're well, mate. He's worth the risk more than Eddie. Yeah, he's a bit. Yeah, I'm not saying he's not worth the risk, but that's not the benchmark, is it? Because he's better than Eddie and Ketia, let's just give him the money. What's he done? I mean, come on, guys. If you was the owner, right, of this club, right, would you sanction £100,000 a week to a kid who's not really done anything? He's shown potential. He's shown flashes. But let's be honest. I've seen bigger and better players show flashes of genius, and then they flop. It can happen. I'm not saying it will, but it can happen. He's got to earn it. I'm sorry. But look, the flip side of it, obviously, Arsenal need to give him certain guarantees as well. It's not all one-sided. If they believe in him, then they've got to start giving him some playing time. Come on him in, didn't you? I agree. Bellerin has to earn it. Exactly.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, he might not be getting any game time at the moment because he hasn't signed a contract.
Yeah.
Is that the right thing to do? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if someone's saying like demanding you, then you've got to put your foot down and say, well, no, look, until you signed that contract, then you know what I mean. Maybe he said you ain't getting no more game. I don't know. I'd have thought he might have been in the frame today. Oh, that's a great ball. Go on, Pep, mate.
Default, dude. I hope it isn't a Gnabry situation, but £100,000 a week is mugging Arsenal off. I totally agree. I do. I cannot. That's a lot of money, and you're giving that to someone who he ain't done nothing. You're opening the door, to every other youngster to knock on that manager's door and demand. Right, and if we give him that, Arsenal are going to be in a position where they can't turn down all the others. That's what I'm saying. It'd be a stampede, mate. You know what I'm saying?
You're just setting an example for any, as we've been saying, you know, for any young players coming through. Well, he's on that. I want that. Otherwise, I'm off.
And do you know what? And the thing is as well, right? When you get a lot of fans sort of saying, you know, give it to him, you know, give him the money, right? Well, all us fans, we're the same fans who are basically saying, oh, you know, all this money that we're spending, you know, we've got one of the highest wage bills. We need to get rid of the dross. We've got too many bang average players on a lot of money. You know, we overpay. Arsenal pay very well. You know what I'm saying? But we overpay, even the good players we've got. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, when you look at what they're on, you know, and so, but we're okay to give Bellerin that amount of money. You know, that's prolonging the problem. That's not solving it. That's prolonging it. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, and I come from the old school, you know, sort of train of thought where, you know, things have got to be earned. You know, and if he has a breakout season, he does really well, then give it. But,
Andy Carroll going for a shot by David Luiz. He's offside. Offside. It's all right. Not a problem. No, exactly, mate. I totally get where you're coming from. I just don't understand it. But let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Let's see what happens. Like I said, if he loves Arsenal, then you sign any contract. Let's be honest. You know, obviously you have a bit of barter about whatever you need to do, but you'd sign any contract if you want to play for Arsenal. And like I said, it's exciting times with the youngsters coming through.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, don't forget, you know, it goes both ways, like you said earlier on and all. You know, he could go to another team abroad and he might turn out to be quite good. But at the moment, with this team, with the youngsters and that, he could regret his decision and all if he don't sign.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, I agree, mate. I agree. I do think if the club sort of offer him, if they promise him, you know, some game time, and I'm not on about, you know, he's starting every single game, you know, because we all know he won't, but he needs to start making more appearances, right? You know, the boy's obviously got talent, you know, we can all see it. Do you know what I mean? I know he's been smashing it in the under 21s as well. But listen, people think if you smash it down there, then obviously you're automatically going to do the business. It's a different level, mate. It's a different, you know what I mean? I remember Patrick Bamford, right? And I don't particularly rate Bamford, you know, the striker at Leeds. He was smashing it, right, in the under 20, right? And I've seen him step up. Yeah, he gets a few goals here and there, but I don't think he's all that. But down there, Christ, you know, he was doing the business. And this is what I'm saying. It's a different level. You know, it's a different level, but I just think it's got to be earned, mate. It's got to be earned, mate. But at the same time, you've got to look at Arteta and think, you know what, a game like today, chuck him in. You know what I mean? Because if you want him to stay, give him some game time to make him, do you know what I'm saying, to, you know, try and entice him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's well, I don't know, mate. I don't know. Probably a lot that goes on that we don't know of, but
yeah, there's probably a few other things in the background, like, you know what I mean, which we don't know of, but I don't know. But, you know, it's still new.
100k is the opening gambit. They have put that out there to see what Arsenal's resolve is now the negotiation begins. Yeah. I'd have laughed. I would have fell off my seat laughing, David, if I was the manager, mate, and he demanded £100,000 a week. No chance.
Exactly. Same here, mate. Same here.
Do you know what, right? The thing is, right, if they give him incentives, right, because I know there's so much goes into these contracts nowadays, right? You know, there's incentives there where he could have the opportunity to earn £100,000 a week, providing he does A, B, and C. I've got no issue in that. That's not a problem, because he's going to strive to try and hit those numbers, you know. But just to give him a flat out £100,000 a week, which straight away puts him above the likes of Saka, Martinelli, another one. Yeah, Martinelli's not £100,000 a week. You know, them two straight away will be knocking on that manager's door saying, well, hang on a minute.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You know, can you imagine all the agents going to their clients saying, right, Balogun's just got that, right? What I'm going to do for you, I'm going to go and see Mikel tomorrow. I'm and I'm going to demand that you. Do you know what I'm saying? And now put Arsenal in the corner. You know?
But it's not that at all. You know, all these players talk with one another. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, Saka, Martinelli and all that will be saying, well, look, let me know what he says, because obviously if he gives it to you, then I'm going to go in. Do you know what I mean? Like anyone would do, Diesel.
Yeah, Unai. He might nab him. Yeah, I agree. Ramsey, yeah. Ramsey's a case in point, as I said earlier on him. It's exactly, mate, because he saw what Ozil was on and he wanted it. And don't forget, at the time, Ramsey was more or less our main man. So he, in his mind, if there was ever a time I can go in there and demand that amount of money, it's now, because I'm doing the business at the moment for Arsenal. But he wasn't worth that money. Jumps, he wasn't worth it. You can't give it to two players.
Is he on inside the box? Goes for the shot. Good save. Willian, why didn't he shoot straight away? Oh, my God. That is absolutely piss poor. Piss poor. Absolute piss poor, that.
Stephen O'Connor, thank you, mate. PC Tennis. Where's Claude? Yeah, Claude, he's unwell at the moment, mate. He's not feeling too great, so he's missing out today. But shall be back next week, very shortly. Hey, Coach Unai. Ricardo loves Unai. 60k with Arteta or 50k with Klopp? Well, that's the true test, David, because apparently the player he wants to play. Now, if he's not getting game time at ours, I'm telling you now, he definitely ain't getting game time at Liverpool. So that's where we're going to see. Is it money, or does he genuinely want to play?
Andy Cavill, I don't know what he's requesting, but I haven't seen the foul yet. It looks like, I think it might be Willock on the floor. Yeah, Willock.
Big up Tony. Always talks sense, Tony. Tony, players are thinking of themselves and not the club when it comes to wages. So, as Terry said, that rebuilding programme can be split apart if they give in to the demands. Anyone who thinks Balogun will get that money and no other player is going to knock on that door the following day, telling you now, you're all crazy.
Exactly.
It's true, isn't it?
Exactly. It'd be a revolving door. One in, one out.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of that.
I thought Tracy was married. She is. Let's just hope the husband ain't watching this. Claude will be holding his hamstring by the time he's done today. I can imagine him watching us somewhere, just cracking up. Yeah, this is sorry, Emma, it's my fault. I'm good, boys. You guys are a little bit behind to read the comments. Yeah, we're normally good with the comments. Sorry, when we get chatting, we're like two old ladies, isn't we, Tom? Right. Let's crack on with these.
The pub still, isn't
it? Yeah. Tracy told me she was with you last night, Diesel, or Mr. Big Dong, as she said. Mate, if she was with me last night, she would never have recovered in time for Claude today. So, yeah, no, she's lying, mate. She's all Claude's. Yeah. Claude's greedy. He don't share with me for some reason. Training with Eldon for us is on 70 grand a week. So in a realistic world, Balogun should not be on 100 grand when he hasn't earned his place in football.
Go on! Nelson, for God's sake.
Oh, I hate being behind.
Tierney, it's fantastic. Tierney again. I don't know why he didn't shoot for time. For God's sakes. Or left it for bloody Pepe.
What?
Absolute ridiculous.
Oh, my God. What, 27-10, 27-11, 27-12. You still ahead of me, yeah?
Sorry, what one?
I'm 27-18, 27-19.
Yeah.
This is so annoying.
For a minute. I can pause it if you want.
Nah, I feel bad if you do it. Nah, sorry, nah, leave it on. Yeah, Stephen O'Connor, mate, that's a great point. Exactly. Look at what Wijnaldum's won, right? He's a Champions League winner. He's a Premier League winner. He's on 70 grand a week, right? Look at what he's done compared to... This is what I'm saying, Tel. It's not even a debate.
It ain't. It's not, mate. You're right. It's not a debate.
Not a debate. Daniel Body, exactly, Dan. Nice one, mate. Exactly. Mari's bossing it. So much composure on the ball. He don't look that bad, if I'm honest, Mari.
I kept saying, didn't I? I said, you know what I mean? We haven't really seen him yet. Do you know what I mean? Everyone keeps saying, who's this Mari? Do you know what I mean? He's crap, blah, blah, blah. He's Arteta. We haven't even seen him yet. He was injured, unfortunately, when he first came in. But the last 2 or 3 games, to be honest, with Holding, he looks all right. I'm not saying he's going to be a world beater, but at the moment, he looks all right.
So far, so good, I'd say, you know?
Yeah. Newcastle got an attack going here. And there's no one in the box. Well done, Arsenal. Come on, get it out. Go on, Willian. Well, I'll tell you what, he was lucky there, Andy Carroll, because if he would have took him out, he would have got a card and gone.
Warren's team talk. Hope you well, Warren. Ask yourself this: where is Bellerin going to get 100 grand a week? If he leaves, I can guarantee he won't get 100 grand a week. He won't.
And I guarantee
you have to be crazy to pay that.
I guarantee he won't get first team football either. Because you know what it is, Diesel? Unfortunately, it's his age and all, right? Because obviously, where he's only 19, let's be honest. Even if he goes straight into a starting 11, if he goes 2 or 3 games without scoring, then a manager's going to think, well, he hasn't got the experience yet, so that he'll be taken off and he'll be put on the bench for another striker at the moment. Unfortunately, that is just the way it is. Look, unless he turns out to be the next Cristiano Ronaldo or Rooney or Michael Owen at that age, which he could possibly be. Don't get me wrong, he could do that, but
yeah, no, I agree.
He could also turn out like 95% of the other players.
Yeah, no, I agree, mate. I can't see Arsenal paying it, so I can't. I think he'll stay. I don't think he'll go. He'll get an improved contract, no doubt. But he won't. Listen, I'll be shocked if he gets anywhere near that. If I was an agent and he got that, I'll be on the phone straight to my player and saying, listen, I can get you this. Because that would just open the door to everyone else.
That's another good play there by Arsenal and Tierney again. He's looking fantastic every single game now for me. Tierney, he's just getting better and better. Come on, Pepe on this right hand side, cuts inside, plays it to El Nini. El Nini goes across to Willock. Willock back to El Nini. Well, this is when it starts getting stupid. Do you know what I mean? Come on. And now Cedric's right on this right hand, touching on the touchline. Pepe, Aubameyang. Pepe's through now. Pepe's in the box. Oh, Pepe. He's gone out for a corner. Don't know why we just don't take some shots. Just have shots on goal.
Oh, God.
Come on.
2 seconds. Bear with me.
I want to walk it in.
What's going on here? Come on.
Corner. Oh, what is Andy Carroll doing there?
Right. I'm with you, guys. I'm with you. Do you know what? No one's mentioned this. Great point, mate. Great point. Man from the Orient could sell Balogun to Germany and insert a buyback clause in his contract and watch his progression. Madrid does this all the time with their players to see whether they develop well. Yeah. I would take, if we were going to sell a player, I would prefer to take 5 million less, right? But insert a buyback clause.
Yeah.
I would, especially when it comes to the youngsters. And that way you get first option, you know. But we don't do that, you know. We should. It's, you know, it's smart business. Either way, you can't lose. Let that player progress somewhere else, right? And when he does, if he does, then you know what? You've got first option to get him back. My God.
No, you're right, mate. Like that. Definitely. If he wants, look, at the end of the day, like, we could do that anyway. We could offer him a good contract and say, look, if you want first team football, we'll put you out on loan abroad then, where you will get, you know what I mean, time.
Yeah. I think for a start, it'd be nice to see him just, you know, even if he's on the bench for the Premier League games, just give him 20 minutes, half an hour, you know, to get the game, you know, sewn up. I'm not saying every single game, right, because obviously that's impossible. But when we got games, you know, sewn up, chuck him on. Now let's see what he can do. I think that alone would be enough for him to think, yeah, do you know what? I'll take that. I'll say, you know. But from what I'm hearing, mate, could Arsenal be looking to sell Nketiah? And you know, if that is true and he does go, and obviously that's Balogun's sort of promotion, if you like, to obviously step up. Would we necessarily need to go out and replace Eddie? Well, no, because we've got Balogun there. You know, so
20 or 30 million, isn't it? Arsenal are saying they want.
Yeah, and apparently you got West Ham sniffing around him. Listen, 20 million, I'd take that all day long.
Well, they just told that, 22 million.
I'll take 15.
Yeah.
You know? We are going on about Balogun. What about Claude giving Tracy 20 grand a week to get his end away? Madness. Alex, I can assure you, mate, she's paying him, not the other way around. Claude's a stud. Arsenal astronomically overpay players and then we struggle to offload them. Madness. Totally agree, Lone Star. Totally agree.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Nobby Plies, someone file a missing persons report. Aubameyang is nowhere to be found. Well, there you go. What's this?
Go on.
What's that? There's they've put the camera on. Who's that? Oh, is that Martinelli?
Yeah, Martinelli's got, yeah, some sort of blanket on there, and he's got on his legs.
Yeah. Oh God, that don't look good, does it?
Hopefully, it's just precaution, mate. Hopefully. Go on. It's a great ball, Nelson. This left hand side. Looking to go back. Crossing, go on. Cross comes in. Oh, Newcastle put it behind for a corner.
Lone Star, it's nice that you're finally starting to agree with me. Not the other way around. Organise a search party, Nobby. Where's Aubameyang? It's the new version of Where's Wally? I used to love that. Where's Wally? Wally, Pepsi, Matt. Have you all Pepsi?
Imagine the new book's out now. Where's Wally? It'd only be Wally in London with no one else because it's dead out there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, he'd be so easy to find now, wouldn't he?
Well, it's supposed to be dead out there. Still ain't, I tell you.
Exactly. Vitaltus, I think that's right. Vitaltus, hope you well, mate. We must put a buyback clause on young players we sell. If they perform amazing, we could get them back. Yep, totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Delwyn, hope you're well, Delwyn. Hello, everyone. Hit the like button, please. How many likes have we got, guys? Let me know. 125 watching. Joe Linton had about 33 touches. Aubameyang's had about 4. Wow. Terrible. Max, hope you're well, Max. Max on Lee. How's it going, boys? Have a top weekend. Thank you very much, mate.
106 likes, I got.
106.
Yeah.
124 watching. Yeah. Ratio wise, yeah, that's decent, mate. Not enough though. I want more. Because we're greedy like that, can we tell? But
you want as many as people watching. Go on. Oh, for God's sake, Nelson. I just want to say and all, thank you very much for everyone that keeps liking, sharing and subscribing to our YouTube channel and all our platform channels. We are 15 away from 32k. 15 away, unbelievable. Thank you very much, everyone. Please keep trying to share our content, getting the word out there so we can get up to 35k. The road to 35k and then 40.
Isn't it mad, right? I think we hit 30k 4 or 5 days before Christmas Day, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, what was that? A couple of weeks back, 2-3 weeks ago. You know, it's absolute madness. Madness, I tell you. Jubilee Diesel. Oh, at least someone seems to think so. Thank you very much, mate. Big up, Jubilee.
Corner here for
Corey McGuigan, hope you're well, mate. This is so bad to watch. There's no point in me watching it, mate. I'm so far behind. From what you guys are saying in the chat, I'm not missing much.
No, Newcastle ain't done much either.
Hello, Chris. These players' wages will make Arsenal bankrupt. It's ridiculous. You know what, Chris? Especially when you look at what's going on at the moment, you know, we've got no match day revenue coming in. You know, do you know what I mean? This pandemic's affecting every single club going. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not the best time to go in and demand a pay rise, is it, Till? Be honest. Oh, dear.
Come on, get it in the box. What are you playing about with it there for?
A lot of rigidity in the Arsenal side when they were in their bad run of form, but it's good to see runners from the midfield areas go past the strikers and driving forward in the last few games.
Come on, boys.
Yeah, and the last player who used to do that for us, Lone Star regular, was probably Ramsey, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Always run from deep.
Yeah.
We do miss that box-to-box player, though, I must admit. Incentivized contracts are the best way. It gives them goals to reach and makes them perform. Give them it right away, and they don't give that extra 20% on the pitch. 100% agree.
Totally agree.
Yep.
Totally agree with that.
Do you know what, Tel? Have you heard that? I think these are rumours. I don't think this will ever happen, if I'm honest. There's too much money in the game. But a few sort of whispers about salary caps. When you look at obviously what's going on at the moment, I think. Do you think there should be? Do you think it's right? Do you think it will happen?
I think it's too far gone for that, mate. To be honest, I think it's got too many different players on too many different wages, and God knows what. It'd be an absolute logistical nightmare to try and get players. I mean, at the moment, if you've got a contract, like say for Ozil at the moment, or Aubameyang, you know, I'm just picking him because I know how much they're getting, and they're on 350 grand a week, and then they bring in something like you're only allowed 150 grand a week. I mean, with all due respect, I mean, I know it's only football and whatever, but if your manager come to you, Diesel, and said, look, there's going to be a salary now, you're on 30, but you're going to have to go down to 15, what are you going to turn around and say?
It's true, isn't it? Just,
I mean, I'm giving that as an example. Do you know what I mean? I'm just giving that as an example, but it all depends how much it was or is, and I don't know. It's just too far gone. I don't think it'll ever happen nowadays. The only way it happened is with if they started with the youngsters that are coming through for every team now. That you know, from this day forward, everyone can only get like 150 grand or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Just saying.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can see it happening, to be honest. I don't know about you, Diesel.
No, I agree with you, mate. I think it's too far gone now. There's too much money involved in the game, you know. And let's be honest, you know, a lot of these owners tell it's up to them, innit? It's their club, you know. They own the club. They can pay, you know, they can pay what they want. I do agree with what Steve O'Connor said earlier on. I do agree with more incentivized contracts.
Yep.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I've never liked this whole thing of, you know, these young players, they're just getting things too soon, too quick. I remember, not sure, Sean Wright-Phillips, I think it was his brother. I'm sure it was Bradley Wright-Phillips.
Yeah.
Sure, that's his name. And certain players sort of saying, you know, he hadn't done anything in the game, and yet he turned up to training in a different car every single week. You know, buying houses left, right, and centre. You know, you ain't done nothing yet. But because they get it too quick, they don't, you know, they don't strive. They've got it. You know, they're sort of, let's be honest, they're more or less millionaires overnight. You know, there's no hunger for them to go again and go again. You know what I'm saying? And some of these youngsters they just want the flash cars, you know, the birds, the properties, the this, the that. You know, and when they
what am I having there?
all they've got to do to get is play 3, 4, 5 good games.
Yeah,
it's mad. And then you talk of a new contract, you know, and then there's talk about England should be looking at him. You know, it's off the back of 3, 4, 5 good games. Wow, me and you, mate, we're in the wrong job. To be honest.
Especially when you can demand 100 grand a week at 19 years old. Yeah.
Exactly. For that kind of salary, we could get a very good player.
Oh, yeah.
It's not to be sneezed at, is it? Hate being behind. Did you say that to your missus last night, Diesel? How did you guess, Dave?
Said just for Arsenal.
Yeah. Grabbing the old bonnet, mate, the old ponytail. Mr. Ed. Gooner Adam G. Have you all had? Hope you all, mate. Don't know why fans are so high on Nelson. He's nothing special. He's bang average. I agree with you.
Half time, yeah. Half time.
Half time, yeah?
Yeah, half time, mate.
Right.
Okay. Crack through some of these comments, mate.
MS Hussein, Mari is sick. Trust! Go on. Jesus, Newcastle are poor. Terry's food tube. I do like that, mate. Steve RFC7. Hope you well, Steve. It's been a boring game. Chris, if a player wants 100 grand a week, he has to perform like a 100 grand a week player. Yes, mate. Agreed.
Exactly.
Highlander, big up Diesel. What's your score predictions, brother? God, did we do? We did do that at the start of the stream, didn't we?
I can't remember if we did or not.
I think I put 2-0. Yeah, no, we did because you said 3 or 4-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I put 2-0, mate. It's not looking likely at the moment, is it? But I think it'll open up in the second half. What else we got here? Alex, Townsend was an example at Spurs. He was meant to be the next best thing since sliced bread. Look where he is now. I don't buy into the hype with Bellerin. I'll give you another one. Do you remember Josh McEachran at Chelsea? He was meant to be better than Wilshere, or as good as Wilshere. Obviously, when Wilshere was younger.
Yeah.
Chelsea's next big, Chelsea's biggest thing to come out of their academy in years. Where is he now?
I'll give you a couple.
Happens.
I don't know why it's doing it. I'll give you a couple more from Arsenal. Jermaine Pennant.
Yeah.
And David Bentley.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think Jermaine Pennant, right? I've seen him a couple of times. I remember when I was on like lads holidays. I remember I went to, I'm sure it was Malia with the boys, and he was out there, right, with a lot of his. He was there with about 30, 40 blokes, right? Honestly, when you see some of these people were so up his arse, and you could just see him, he was just, doing rounds and rounds, like proper wrong uns hanging around him because they knew they were going to get a drink out of him and all that, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And honestly, mate, I'll tell you what, he loves his birds. I was a little bit jealous, mate. He was literally click, they come running over to him, right? But all joking aside, he had talent. But you know what I think messed him up, and I think it's what messes a lot of these youngsters up. It's the company they keep, some of them have got absolute wrong-uns around them. Wrong-uns, right? Some of them, with all due respect, they don't come from maybe, good homes, or, they don't have a good grounding, and this is, I go on about this all the time. This is one of the things that I disagreed with Kevin Campbell. Kevin Campbell disagreed with me on it, because I do believe in the fact that we give these young, not just Arsenal, but in general now, football, right? These young players, they get it too soon, too quick. All right. Yeah. I like the old days, when players had more of a grounding. They had to, they had to clean the first team players' boots. They had to clean the dressing rooms. They had to wash cars. Those little jobs, those menial jobs that gave those players a really, a proper grounding, right, and made them appreciate a lot more.
Yeah.
Those days have gone now. I remember, John Terry used to say that. He had to clean boots. He had to, wash out the, like the big bathtub and where they have a bath after. He had to clean all the changing rooms. Some of these jobs were disgusting, but it made him think, do you know what? I might be doing this now, but it just makes me want to strive to get where those players are. So that player's boots that I'm cleaning, one day someone's going to be cleaning my boots. And it's that little thing that, but it's a lot of it's the company you keep as well. Your mates, are they really your mates? So I guarantee those people I saw around Jermaine Pennant now, I guarantee the majority of them ain't with him now. Guarantee, I put money on it. When he's up there, yeah. But now that he's not really, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. A lot of it's the company you keep. That's why I rated Sir Alex Ferguson, because he was he used to protect a lot of players, didn't he?
Yeah.
The likes of Beckham, a few of the others. Although Beckham, I think he blew up too big. But, you read a lot of these stories, from what the players have said about, when I moved there to that club, the manager put his arm around me. He made sure that I stayed grounded. He'd come and see me most nights, and he'd stop me from wanting, those temptations of, your mates, come on, come out. He won't find out. Come on, come to the club. Come on, let's go and get some birds. And let's be honest, that goes on. That goes on. Stay at home, stay grounded. All the playtime that can come later, focus on your career. And this is what I say about Balogun. If he's got decent people around him, if he's that good, and he's got that potential, right, the money will come. The girls will come. The houses will come. The cars will come, right? It will come. You will get there. But for now, don't demand it all too quick, because you haven't done nothing yet. Do you know what I'm saying? And he needs decent people around him to tell him that. No,
I agree. I don't know what's the matter. It's like echoing.
Ryan, good. Thank you, Ryan. Great show again, guys. Come on.
Diesel, I'm going to drop out. I'm going to come on the normal screen, yeah? Come back in.
All right, mate. No worries.
All right, mate.
All right, go on, mate. DJ DQ, big up Diesel and Telbo. Hope you're well, DJ. I ain't seen you in a while, mate. Hope you're good. Danny, hope you're good, mate. Claude ain't feeling well today. He will be back soon, stronger. Yes, he will, mate. He will. He's just around Tracy Johnson's at the moment. He's sorting her out. But once she's done with her, he shall be back later on, hopefully. For us guys, that's our medicine, really, isn't it? Hey, going out and sorting someone out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, better.
Better.
Daniel Bolly, Ian Wright and Alan Shearer look like they come back from a day at the horses. Chris Davidson's in the chat. Hope you're well, Chris. Guys, that off was so dead. Willian is so bad. Italian Stallion is busy. Yes, he is. So's Tracy, by the way. Trust me, she's putting a shift in at the moment. Derwin, I did the same thing, Diesel, when I was year 10 and anything. And was that much? Not anything has changed, bro. Remind me when I was year 10. What did you do at year 10? Oh, hang on. You're about chasing birds, Derwin. I bet that's what he's on about. Dirty dog. Go on, Derwin. My guy.
So what's your thoughts on Thursday? Thursday we've got Palace, Diesel. Yeah,
a little bit of a bogey team for us.
Palace ain't been in great form at the moment, though, have they?
No, they haven't. But do you know what? Palace are one of those funny teams, Tel. I always struggle to predict what they're going to do because sometimes I'll see them and I think they're absolutely brilliant. And then other times they are so poor. You know, they're never in the middle, are they? They're either up there or they're really down there. You know, they've got the players to turn it on. But they always seem to do well against us. But I think we'll win, mate. I do think we'll win. I think it'll be. I can see a 2-1. I think it'll be a 2-1. I like their player Eze. You know, Eze. And I think I remember Connor used to tell us about him from months ago. From was it Brentford? I think he come from, wasn't it? And obviously, you know, Connor being a QPR fan, he obviously watches that league a lot more than what we do. But yeah, you know, he's a good player. And do you know what? I keep saying this all the time. You know, we're talking about, you know, going abroad for players, you know, Hossam Aouar and, you know, those sort of players. But how many times have I said to you, Tom, we've got gems in this league, you know, look in this league, you know, look closer to home, you know, look into the Championship. There's some absolute gems down there. You know, go and pick them up. You know, they're Premier League proven already. You know, they're used to the weather over here, the pace of the game. You know, you're more onto a sure thing when you're buying from over here. You know, tried and tested players. I think that's the way Arsenal should go now. You know, just get tried and tested players who can come in and do it now. Ain't got to need a year to adjust. You know, just come in and do the business now. You know.
No. I agree with you. I think. Why is that doing that? I ain't got a clue what's going on. I think on Thursday, like you said, if we do get the win, mate, we played before Chelsea. So even though we'd have played a game more than them, we could be on the same points.
Yeah. Who have they got?
They've got Fulham on Friday.
Oh, yeah. It's just... Mate, if they don't win that, I'll tell you what. Right.
Well,
that's a derby as well, isn't it? That's down the road. Was it Fulham Broadway, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's down the road.
Yeah.
Good question here, Delwyn. Diesel, do you think Arsenal will sign someone this morning? No, it's too late.
Tell you what, Delwyn, go and put money on it that we won't buy anyone this morning.
Oh, Delwyn.
You must mean this window.
Delwyn, I'm going to let you off, right? I'm going to assume that was a typo. Do you know what? I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it? It's a don't know because all I keep reading about is there's a lack of funds. But then I look at the they're shipping out play. No, I don't know. I don't. If I'm honest, I think their thing this January, this window at the moment, their whole thing is shipping players out. if we're doing that, Derwin, and we don't buy anyone, like I said earlier on, I'll happily take that. I'm not really interested in incoming players. I'm more interested in the outgoings. You know, January is a very hard window, and I will give the club a little bit of credit there. It is hard. It's hard. It's a hard window. You can get players in, but it's getting the right players. I'd rather wait 6 months until the summer and get the players we want or we need, rather than just getting players for the sake of it. Because for me, that's not solving the problem at all. So don't get anyone this summer, this January, but ship out 3 or 4, and then we go big in the summer. Yeah, we go big and we get the necessary players. You know, the right players don't have to cost 100 million. It's not so much about the fee for me. It's just getting the right players in. So, yeah, there you go. Claude Studley. OJA, both got lovely hats on today. Thank you very much. Yeah, Terry and I, we are both hat people, aren't we? Harry, cracking shows always, lads. Nice one, Harry. Top man. Thank you, mate. Davo the first. Willian, he cannot run a bath. Get Tracy on up front. Joe, what? I will ask Claude that if she'd be willing to come on. But yeah, I've got a feeling he's going to want to keep her all to himself. And I can't blame him. Claude acting like David Bentley with the chicks. Need the tips. OJA thinks Palace are going to beat us 2-0. Well, I hope not. Alex Wilden. Hope you well, Alex. Evening, Terry and Diesel. How you doing, lads? Where is the old boy today? He's round Tracy Johnson's, mate. He's getting a service and an MOT. Let's
do it after.
Possum Aouar pishes on any native talent, selfless with and without the ball, humble, unlike most egotists like Maddison and Grealish, etc. Tried and tested losers. Wow. Strong, Stu, strong.
Whoa.
I'm not going to lie, Stu. I would take Maddison and Grealish in a heartbeat, mate. I'm not going to lie.
Listen, Aouar is fantastic. If we can get him, he's a great player. But I'm the same as you. Diesel, I've been calling for Grealish for the last 2 years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but we ain't going to get him now, Diesel. That's the thing. We ain't.
No. He'd be too much, mate. He'd be too much. And do you know what? I can see some big clubs coming in for him. I think United will come in for him. I can see Man City coming in for him. I think they'll get him till. I think it'll be too much money for Liverpool. But I think you're looking at upwards of 80 million. And I'll tell you something. I've said it before. Grealish is one player who has so shut me up. He has shut me up, isn't he? I didn't rate him, and he's done me. Fair play. He's done me. But yeah, John McGinn's another one. I love John McGinn. I know Claude. Notice that Claude's now saying about John McGinn. I was the first one to say about McGinn. Now Claude's like nicking it. But listen, John McGinn for ages, mate. I've been raving. I think he's such a good player. Grealish gets all the plaudits, don't get me wrong, and rightly so, because he carries that club on his back, right? But listen, you can't look past John McGinn either. John McGinn, I'll tell you, them two together. I just think he's such a good player, too. Scottish as well is another one. He's another Tierney. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He's such a selfless player. He works hard. He gets in, and he's a busy bee in that midfield. He just doesn't. He's such a busybody. I'd love to have a player like McGinn. If we can't get Grealish, go and get McGinn.
So McGinn is like the one that just gets about on with his business. You know what I mean? He doesn't want the limelight. You know what I mean? He doesn't need the limelight, and he's great at what he does, and he doesn't get the praise that he deserves sometimes, because obviously you've got Grealish, You know what I mean? That gets all the applause and God knows what. But you know what I mean? If he hasn't got McGinn next to him, Grealish might not be the player he is. So he might go.
Grealish works hard.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Grealish works hard, but McGinn's like that water carrier. You know, he's. I remember Zidane, class player, right? As we all know, Zidane. But Makelele, right? I'll tell you something, Tel. Makelele was the one who carried the water for him. Yeah. You need those sort of players. People, you know, a lot of Arsenal fans piss all over Jordan Henderson. I'll tell you what, I would take Henderson in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
The work he covers, mate. Wijnaldum's another one. Proper workers, Tel. Workers. Don't get the plaudits or the limelight. But without them players, mate, I'll tell you what, you're not going to struggle.
It was the same, really, when you think about it, with Petit and Vieira.
Yeah.
Vieira, you get all the glory, and rightly so. Don't get me wrong, fantastic player. But Petit done all the hard work too. You know what I mean? He was the one that sat back when Vieira used to drive forward and get the goals for us.
Yeah, so I'm saying those hard workers. You know, Ray Parlour was another one. Ray Parlour was, you know, he don't get the plaudits, but obviously we had so many superstars in that team at the time that you didn't really give Ray Parlour, say, like the plaudits, right? Yep. I remember Nicky Butt was another one at Man United. Well, you know, when you look at all he had star-studded players around him. All right, I always liked Nicky Butt because he weren't, you know, flashy on the eye, Tel, but you know, like that tiger in midfield, you know, that gives you that bit of bite, you know, never stops working.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I love those sort of players. I tell you about them all the time. I'm always raving. Gareth Barry's another one. Gareth Barry, James Milner. Those two players for me, not great, right? Consistent, you know, always give you 7 out of 10. Rarely injured, right?
Yeah.
You know, proper old school professional players. Honest players, honest. You know, and I love those players, and they're dying to death at the moment, mate. If I'm honest with you.
Is that they're the players that I keep saying that we need, and get rid of these deadwoods, because you know why? You can rely on them throughout the season to do a job for you every single game. Some of these players that we've got in our team now, let's have it right. They pick and choose when they want to play, when they want to put a performance in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And things like that. We need players that are going to run for 95 minutes, and you know that you can pick them and they will do a job for you, no matter what.
Yeah. That's why I name, you know, players like Milner and Gareth Barry, and I'm sure there's others as well, Tel. You know, the sort of players, you know, they've done it. When you look at Milner, for example, Leeds, Villa, Liverpool, Man City, you know, every club he's been at, Tel, he's always put 100% in. He's one of those players, he always puts a shift in, right? Very rarely has a bad game, right? Whether he gets on with the manager or not, he's an honest pro. That's the term for me, an honest pro. A player who's going to work no matter what, no matter whether he likes the manager or not, you know, or whatever. You know, he will always, you know, takes pride in his performance. Those sort of players, Tel. You know, and when he was on a free from Man City, I was begging Arsenal, go and get him. Player like that, he can play anywhere, you know, but will always give 100%, and he's on a free, you ain't got to pay for him. Go and get him. He's a winner, you know, but obviously, you know, we didn't. But, yeah, he's those sort of players, mate. Play out some of those Villa kids at times. Last night shows how old. Yeah, he's an old. I love those players, Harry. Telling you, mate. You know, they're dying to death now, mate. It's a dying breed. They are a dying breed now. But Gareth Barry was another one. You know, I used to see Gareth Barry get slated. You know, most consecutive number of games. Very rarely got injured. Right? Always put in a 7 out of 10. You know, you can't. You need 2 or 3 of those players in any team. Tel, for me. You know, get the stars around them, but that core 2 or 3 players, you know, those honest pros, the players who will work, right? The Jordan Hendersons, the Wijnaldums, those, you know, the water carriers, right?
Yeah.
So you got them, and then put your stars in and around them, mate. I'm telling you, you're cooking with gas. You know what I'm saying? Showing it.
I like it, mate. I like it. We're on 51 minutes. The last sort of few minutes of what I've seen, Newcastle have had more of the ball and a chance, but Arsenal on the ball now in Newcastle's half. I think we need to bring a couple of substitutes on if we don't score very soon. I mean, I'd rather not, because of obviously Martinelli getting injured in the warm-up already. I'd rather just win this with the team that's already on the pitch, to be honest.
Well, we should be winning it with those players on the pitch.
Yeah.
If we're honest. Declan, yeah, I agree, mate. I do agree with that. I can't read it out, but I do agree with that. I love those players, mate. You'll be winning games in the tunnel, mate, before the players come out.
Exactly.
Yes. Oh my God, yeah. Yes, I don't know where you heard this from. We were trying to keep that under wraps, if I'm honest, mate. I heard rumours that Trump may join Claude and the banstas.
Hopefully he's bringing wigs with him too.
Yeah. He wants to sponsor us. Talks are ongoing at the moment. He has a PA, private assistant. Her name's Tracy, and that's where Claude is at the moment, trying to thresh things out with her. Taking one for the team. Good point, Alan. Also, the problem with young players is their parents. They want to get big money from their kids. They don't think they have to develop. Yeah, do you know what? It's true. That's true, you know. It's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a good point. Not all parents are proper parents, you know. Some parents exploit their kids. Yeah, I've seen families get ripped apart by one thing: money. Money. I'm telling you now. You know, and the thing is, parents will have it in their heads. These agents and all them, they're clever in that. They can get into a parent's head. You know, yeah, your son, great player, but he could get injured anytime. He could ruin his career. It just takes one injury, and all this money that we can give you now, it won't come around again. I'm telling you now, all those little stories, mate. Parents think, my God, if we say no now, it might not come around again. What if he gets injured? What if this? What if that? Telling you, Alan, great comment, mate.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. 54 minutes gone, still Arsenal 0, Newcastle 0.
Yeah, Daniel Body. Sorry, mate. I did put your comment up earlier on. I don't think we answered it. If there's one player available this month, who would you take, Terry and Diesel? I'd either take McGinn. I like Bissouma from Wigan. No, not Wigan. Brighton, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uncomfortable to play against. A bit of a beast. I like those type of fielders. Tough, strong, imposing. Either him or McGinn. But yeah.
For me, it'd be Grealish or Maddison, I think, would be the two I'd love to get. Being realistic, I think it will probably be a Norwich City player. Looks like Emil Smith-Rowe's coming on.
Oh, mine's still freezing, mate. Don't get carried away with Grealish, overhyped too soon.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, there's no way we'd go for Grealish or that type of player. Having said that, of players like Keita and Ox, move on it. I'll move on it, frees up space. These unreliable players need to go. Yep. Yeah, Naby Keita, you want about your Naby Keita and the Ox.
Well, really getting rid of the Ox when we did and getting that money in, because he hasn't really played that many games for Liverpool, has he? He's been injured.
Here's a question. Would you take the Ox back, Tel?
Oh, how on earth has he missed that? I think he might have been offside, Andy Carroll. Oh, my God. How has he missed that? I need to know if it would have been offside. All right, let's have a look at the replay. No, he would have been onside. He would have been onside. How has he missed that? Oh, my God. That's the best chance for Newcastle. Oh, right in front of goal. Would I take the Ox back? No. No, I wouldn't, Diesel. Simple reason is that he gets injured too many times. We've had them players. You know what I mean? We need to get out of that mold now. I mean, how long's he been at Liverpool for, and how many games has he played?
Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah,
great player.
I always liked the Ox. If it weren't for the injuries, I would.
I'm fed up. I'll tell you what I'm fed up with, Diesel, is that, you know, every single game now, I mean, obviously we haven't got our best 11 at the moment anyway because we're rebuilding, but, you know, even look at Martinelli today. Do you know what I mean? He's going to be a fixture in our team all the time, but you're worrying whether he's going to get injured in every game he plays. I don't know if it's you or anyone else thinks that, but when I watch him play, TNE at the moment, I'm looking at these players just hoping they don't get injured because I want them to play every week.
Do you know what? Speaking of injury, right? David Dundas says that Matt Macy going on loan, right?
Yeah, is he gone? I think he's gone on a permanent.
Is it a permanent? I thought it was. I'm sure it was a loan. Was it Hibernian? Wasn't it?
Yeah, Hibernian. I think he sold him.
Right. Okay. So whether it's a loan or we've sold him, yeah. So if Leno gets injured,
yeah, I know what you're going to say. That's what makes me think.
I'm a bit baffled by that.
I think we've got to get a keeper in, and I think surely if by selling Matt Macy, that's got to be on the cards. It's got to be.
Yeah. Surely, mate. That is a risk.
Yeah, because I don't know what coming on. Andy Carroll has got a chance again. David Luiz has dealt with it. Well done, David Luiz. Bringing it out. Oh, good. Well played. Pepe, don't muck it up now. Get rid of it. Well done. Come on. He's bringing it forward. Willian, back. Oh, for fuck's sake. Get him off the pitch, for fuck's sake. He's been absolutely poor again today, Willian. Cross comes across. Andy Carroll picked it up on this left-hand side. They're coming into it in the second half a little bit more. Definitely need to get some subs on.
Yeah, freshen it up. Work rate and passion over skill. Yeah, I'll take work rate and passion over skill all day long, mate.
Fuck it up again, Willian. God's sakes.
You know what? I'll tell you what I've got an idea.
Diesel, I'm just going to water the snake.
Yeah, go on, mate.
The maggot, I mean, the maggot.
Ah! So I'm Tyson, you're Prince Nassim.
Hold up. I put me on through. Oh.
Right, hang on. While you're doing that. Right, guys, I've got to. I can't keep watching when I'm a minute behind. So bear with me. It's bugging me. Right, well, I'm waiting for that. Yeah, work rate over passion, mate. Work rate and passion over skill all day long. Yes. All talented players, mate. They're just unreliable. We can't have this problem. And every time he starts to make an impact, he breaks down. Same with Matip and Shaqiri. Before the Ox had that injury, mate, I thought he was probably your best player at one point. And then he had that long injury and he was out for ages. Every time he gets going, Steve, you know what I mean? Every time he gets going, something happens and it just knocks him back. It's very similar to Wilshere. I cannot believe there are still some fans who want him back. You know, I'm sorry. You know, this is what I'm saying about this club. It stinks of sentiment. West Ham at the time, they released him. Right now, this West Ham, who were struggling at the time and were in desperate need of midfield players, and yet they let Wilshere go out. They released him, and yet there's some Arsenal fans actually want him back. You know, sorry, mate. Come on. You know, good player, but he's got glass ankles, mate. You know, it's the sentiment. You know, leave the sentiment at the door. That's why we've regressed over the last several years, because of that sentiment. You know, we need to start acting ruthless.
Willian's head's down. You need to get him off, man. He's absolute crap.
Well, yeah, Willian's close control could easily be improved. Oh, hang on, mate. Sorry, doorbell. 2 seconds down.
Go on, mate. Go on. So we'll get 62 minutes into this game. Arsenal 0, Newcastle 0 still. Newcastle have been playing much better in the second half. They didn't even show up in the first half, in my opinion. We've let them come back in this game in the second half. We need to take control of it again. Has Smith Rowe come on yet? Does anyone know? Right, who we got here? Alex is saying, Claude blasting out, UB40, grooving out to life with Tracy, swinging. I'm not sure that is. As long as Grandad ain't above him, mate, that'd be good. Jordan Burrow says, West Ham did him dirty, though. Laugh at that, lad. 12 SJO is saying, get Willian off. Totally agree. Tony's saying, doesn't seem like I've missed much. Both teams looking slow. Oh, it's been poor, Tone. Been poor. Harry is saying, as a Liverpool fan, I'm lucky to have seen what I've been watching over the past couple of seasons. Arsenal deserve a lot better. Yeah, you're right, Harry. You have been lucky. You have been lucky, mate. But enjoy it while you can. Enjoy it while you can. Pepsi Pack saying the wife's husband's at the door. David Brent saying Diesel, the hookers are at the door. No start saying Diesel's married bird is door knocking. 12 SJO said we should be beating Newcastle. They are there for the taking. Yep, I totally agree. Not ruthless in the third. Yep. Oh, Smith Rowe is on. Who come off? Who come off for Smith Rowe? Let's have a look. Aubameyang's on. Willian's on. Pepe's still there. Elneny. So come on. Come off. Has Willock come off then? Nelson. Thanks, Dean. Nelson's come off. And Smith Rowe's come on. But we're going to need to put a few more on in a minute. Oh, Smith Rowe's got a chance here. Willian. Don't fuck it up. He's played it to Tierney. Tierney in the box. There's no one there but to Willian. Back to Tierney. Tierney to Pepe. Pepe in the box. Oh, Willock with a downward and the keeper saved it and pushed it behind for a corner. Come on there. Dean saying poor performance here, Tell. Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely has been absolutely dead. But let's be honest, it's not our first team anymore. And these players don't deserve to be in our first team at the moment. Even Aubameyang, he hasn't done anything all game. Sorry, Tierney does. Murray still does. Murray's had a good game too. Terry, have you fixed your mic, mate? I don't know. Is it all right? Can everyone hear me? The corner's coming. Newcastle have cleared it. It's only Tierney. Tierney to Aubameyang on his left-hand side. He cuts inside.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
That's right, mate.
Right, what minute are you in, Tel? Because I've just found a stream.
60, coming up to 64.50.
64.30. Boom! Oh. All right.
Yes.
All right, I'll handle that.
We're in another corner for Arsenal.
David Brent. Diesel, the hookers are at the door. I wish, mate. I wish. Even they won't come out in lockdown. So I've heard. Sorry, go on.
Sakar and Sakar are coming on.
Oh, okay.
Willian's coming off. Get off. Go on. You crap.
Is Pepe going off?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
Willian's coming off.
The camera's on him. Yeah, I can see Xhaka. Look at Xhaka munching the chocolate bar or whatever that is. You see that?
Willock coming off.
Right, Willian's coming off. Yep. Do you know what, right? I'm going to be a little bit controversial here. Don't get me wrong, Willian's been poor for us, right? But I don't think he's a bad player. I liked Willian at Chelsea. There's something since he's come to us. I don't know what it is. Right, he's not a bad player. He's not. But I don't know. It's just
Listen. He was one of Chelsea's best players when he was at Chelsea for that last
yeah,
season.
I just don't get it. You don't become a bad player overnight. I don't know. Is it the system? Is it? I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's just something not right. I liked him at Chelsea.
Yeah, no, I think he'd done a good job at Chelsea in that last season. And when we got him, I thought, if anything, he'd be a great squad player. But he's not even that at the moment, to be honest. He's not even that at the minute.
No, he's poor. Has Pepe played?
He ain't done much, to be honest. He's done what he's needed to. Oh, he's done well there. He's unlucky.
Yeah. Poor performance here, Tel. I'd be good, Dean. Terry, have to fix your mic, mate. Yeah, I can hear you now, Tel. Actually, I think it's a lot better.
I think I'll hold it.
Oh, is that what it was? Energy gel. I thought it was a chocolate bar or something.
Energy gel.
Then send him back to Chelsea, Diesel. Yeah, why not? It's true. Yeah, no, David. Even David said, "I agree." Yeah, I loved Willian at Chelsea. Yeah, I thought he did all right over there, mate. Willian is played out of position. It's obvious. Yes, it's the system. It's got to be something. Tell you don't become a bad player overnight.
No.
Willian he's got no passion for the Arsenal, as like most of the team. Yeah, but do you know what? You say that, right? One thing I've always given Willian props for, right? Do you remember when all them players down tools at Chelsea under Mourinho? I will always say this, right? They all forgot how to kick a ball. Willian was the only player who never down tools. The only player who always turned up, right, week in, week out. And this is what I'll say. It's a little bit naughty of Chelsea fans, right? To the way they disrespect Willian. When I think at the time, I think Dropper was there at the time. Loads of them tell. They, down tools under him. They didn't want Mourinho there. Willian was for me player of the season. That particular season, he was player of the season. He was the one who always turned up, worked hard, put a shift in. All the others didn't. But yet, those Chelsea fans will rave over those other players who suddenly forgot how to kick a ball. Yeah, but they'll disrespect the one player who still turned up week in, week out. There you go. Yeah. Anywho, nice one, Dean. Thanks, Dean. Great stream. Cheers, mate. Nice one, Dean. Top man. Thank you, mate. This is quite poor from both teams. I've seen more excitement from a nun singing Hallelujah. Go on, son. Diesel can hold a note. Hit that high C.
Very poor. Oh, for God's sake. So we'll give it away again. At the moment, it looks like it could go to extra time of penalties.
Best comedians, Peter Kay, Lee Evans, and Arsenal.
Got to throw Micky Flanagan in there. Best comedians.
Yeah.
Got me carpet slippers on.
Come on, Lone Star. Anyone that thought Arsenal just needed to turn up today to win is daft. Like we could put any team out and win. Nonsense. It's like Diesel says, got to go out and earn it. Come on, Lone Star. And I know we normally disagree, but yeah, we're starting to see eye to eye lately, mate. Nice one. It's true, though. Yeah, you got to go out and earn it. No game's easy. No game is easy.
Newcastle was playing anyway 3 games ago.
Yeah, exactly.
But take away our substitutes. Oh, hold up. Pepe's through. Go on. Shoot, Pepe. He shoots. Oh, it's just gone wide. He done well there, though. But, yeah, take away the substitutes at the moment, Diesel. Take Tierney and Mari out at the moment.
Yeah.
And maybe Aubameyang. Then that's not our first team anymore.
No, it's not, but still, mate. I mean, come on, we should be beaten. I mean, Newcastle were there to be, to be had.
It's these players, though, isn't it? It's these players. That's what I'm saying. They'd only turn up when they want to turn up.
I know, but it's the FA Cup, mate. This is the tournament where they do turn up. So I mean, it's like,
but
let's be honest.
I think they thought they was going to turn up here today at the moment already, and it was already going to be won. And like you've said, Lone Star just said at the moment, you've got to go out, you've got to put performance in, you've got to go and win it. And then they could have sat back like this in the second half and done next to nothing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, get on songs of praise. Mate, I'd rather go on The Voice, Harry. I want to go on The Voice. Don't want them to judge me on looks, judge me on my voice.
Let me turn around now and have a listen. And if I turn back round, you're through.
Yeah, Can't tell. You turn around for me.
As soon as you started, I knew it would be you, Diesel. So I would turn around in an instant, mate.
Yeah, there you go. Then you turn around and think, "Oh my God! Oh no! Let me go back." Clockwise, kind of clockwise. I can't see Big Sam keeping up West Brom. No, I can't, mate. I think if he does, do you know what? Fair play to him.
Well, we've got a good chance here. Come on, Saka. Plays it over to Pepe. Pepe to Cedric. Cedric back. Smith Rowe inside the box, but he's going the wrong way. Plays it back to Elneny. And we've gone out the box now. Smith Rowe.
Tony, mate, you are a man after my own heart. Honestly, mate, Jimmy Jones, Mike Reid is one of my all-time favourites, mate. Mike Reid. I still watch him now, Tone, on YouTube. Oh my God, what a comedian he was! Absolutely, he's class.
He's down under at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah. He passed away, God, years ago now. Yeah. But what a comedian he was. And do you know what? Tone, proper East Londoner, Mike Reid, proper London, mate. And the way he has a drink and a fag as he's doing his stand-up, and when the audience laughing, he's like, "Cut it out! Stop!" Oh, it's just brilliant. Jimmy Jones, another one, mate. Roy Chubby Brown. I love Roy Chubby Brown. I never got the. Everyone used to rave about Billy Connolly. I don't rate him at all. I don't find him funny. But he's what's it? He's so well revered, isn't he? And I just can't. I don't see it personally. I don't see it. But yeah, comedians more up to date, mate. Flanagan's up there for me. I love Flanagan.
Mate.
Class. Yeah, he is class.
Peter Kay.
No, he don't do it. He don't do it for me.
No, I mean, he's not the biggest one, you know what I mean? But I mean, some of his stuff he does is brilliant.
Yeah, I tell you, one comedian who I do not rate him at all. I don't get what the fascination is. That's Michael McIntyre. I do not find him funny.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't rate him at all.
Do you know what it is with him? For me, he's a bit silly. You know what I mean? Like children's comedy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
that's what he reminds me of. It's not my cup of tea either, mate.
Exactly.
I like blunt up front. You know what I mean? Everything, anything goes for me as a comedian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're paying that money. You want to laugh. Do you know what I mean? You want to have belly laughter and your belly hurts and that. Do you know what I mean? So.
No, exactly. Yeah, and that's what I like about Flanagan, because he says he comes out and says things. You know, when the missus does this, and then your wife says, and what he says, a lot of it is so true. You know, like when you hear it, and you think, do you know what? Yeah, I'll get that because that happened to me last year, or Yeah, that's what she tells me every single week. But it's day-to-day stuff, but it just makes it so funny. You know, when he says, oh, when you walk past your neighbour once, and it's like, oh, okay, mate, you're right. Then when it's the second time, it's more awkward. And I've done that. I've walked past someone like 3 or 4 times a day, and I'm like, oh, shit, what do I say now? Yeah. And then I start to feel a little bit funny. Like, do you know what I mean? It's true.
everything he says is like you do on a day-to-day basis, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what, you know, it's brilliant. It's brilliant the way he comes up with it.
Big up John Wayne as well. Yeah, Lee Evans is another one. I like Lee Evans. Mate, he's high energy, man. And energy.
I don't know how he ain't an anorexic, though. The man of...
Oh, he sweats, doesn't he? Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a diet I need to try, mate. McIntyre is the posh man's Flanagan. Yeah, Flanagan all day long. Come on, Keith, you know. Bethnal Green boy, ain't he? Hackney, yes, mate. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Keith's an Hackney boy. Nice one, mate. Lovely. East London, mate, not Essex. East London. East, big difference, Keith. You know that. Big difference between East London and Essex. Big difference. Jason Manford. Yeah, Jason's all right. He's all right. He's all right.
Delhi Belly was the best for me. One of the best, the Delhi Belly with Micky Flanagan.
Kevin Bridges.
I'm not a lover of him.
Peter Inney and Lee Evans. Who's Peter Inney?
Peter Kay, that must be, sure.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yes, got to be K, yeah. Peter Kay and Lee Evans class these. We must have been brothers in a former life. I can't. McIntyre, mate. Nah, I don't rate him at all. But yeah, Lee Evans, mate. Lee Evans is up there. He's up there. But Roy Chubby Brand, mate. I'll tell you what, the way he just ruins his wife, yeah, he just makes me laugh.
I've seen him a couple of times. He's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh,
and do you know what? He gets the crowd involved in his songs and everything like that. Do you know what I mean? So everyone gets involved. It's brilliant.
But do you know what it is? I love comedians, right, who've got that face. You know, like that they've got a face for it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's you know, like Roy Chubby Brown, you look at him, like his outfit, and he's got that face, isn't he? And as soon as he comes out on stage, they're all shouting, you fat, you know, I can't say anything. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then he just plays along, but the way he rinses his wife, Till. He's got no respect for his missus at all. I love that.
Oh, dear.
Oh, it's cool. Yeah, American Mums, Dave Chappelle. Yeah, he's up there. Dave Chappelle's up there. Richard Pryor's one of the greats, mate. Eddie Murphy. I love Eddie Murphy as well. But yeah, I like the old ones though, guys. I think other than Flanagan, a lot of these ones coming through now, they're okay, but you can't beat the old ones. Mike Reed for me is up there. He's up there.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt.
Up there.
Come on. We'll come up to 80 minutes. Still Arsenal 0, Newcastle 0.
Yeah, no, Billy. Sorry, Steve. No, I didn't like Billy Connor. I don't see the fascination with him. I really don't. I prefer British comedians to American ones, though. I like the British humour in it. It's just,
yeah,
you know. But
Newcastle making a couple of substitution here. Almiron's coming off, and Joelinton's coming off. Yedlin's coming on, and Anderson's coming on.
Oh, look at the hairstyle on that.
Roddo and Inu.
Roddo, yeah.
Somebody out the door. Grot bags.
What a dynamic duo them two were. Look at the hairstyle on that, Till. Look at his hairstyle. Blimey. Could pick up BBC Two on that, couldn't you? Boom! Go on, Till.
Bloody hell, BBC Two. I should be able to get B in Sports with that.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? True. Oh dear. What is that comment? Lone Star, I've watched that years, mate. I've seen that loads of times. Yeah, what do you mean yet? I've watched that loads of times. I love Silver Streak. Great film.
Come on, get in.
Bit in the toilet, mate. Where are you know, the old shoe polish, mate. Got the pink, no, the purple coat, the purple jacket he was wearing. The Rastafari hat. Rastafari. Got the stereo. Yeah, come on, man.
Oh, comes in. Aubameyang. Oh, God's sakes. What are they appealing for?
Oh, twofold. Yeah, I'm going to watch that, mate. I'm waiting until that comes out. Well, until we can go. That looks really good, actually. Looks like Pattinson's has pulled it off from what I saw in the trailer. It does look good. Great Flanagan joke I always remember. I was watching the London Marathon and I saw one runner dressed as a chicken and another runner dressed as an egg. And I thought, this could be interesting. Oh, Flanagan's quality, mate. I see him too. You know, they on the embankment. You know, you can do them little events where, like, you got 4 comedians. You get a meal, 3-course meal chucked in. You get it online, didn't you? Then obviously you take a train down there. Well, I've done that with a bird once, right? And yeah, one of those 4 comedians, it was him. He was the last one to come on. This was before Flanagan was big. The first 3 comedians were awful, right? Rubbish, crap. But he come on. As soon as he started talking, I thought, he's from the Manor, right? But then it weren't just that, mate. He just blew me away. Honestly, they saved the best till last with him. I thought he was, and I knew about him then. I thought, yeah, do you know what? He's brilliant. He had everyone in tears, right? And then later on, I sort of see him on telly once. So I was like, because you can't not recognise Flanagan. He's got that look, innit? You wouldn't forget him, would you?
No.
And I see him on telly. I was like, that's the guy who was on the boat. That's him. Oh, he's brilliant, mate. Honestly, I love Flanagan.
I've seen him a few times, and he just doesn't get boring. Do you know what I mean? It's just funny. Every time.
Quality.
I know. People behind the camera. That's brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
She caught me, isn't she? So now what do I do? I'm standing there and I'm peeping. Do I stay there? Do I pop? That's brilliant. That's really brilliant.
But you know, like he says, when the wife was meant to get something, I don't know, just say it's a pack of ham or something. She got the wrong one, or it wasn't him. And he says, I'll go and get it for you if you want. I'll go down to Tesco Express. And he goes in and he rings her up and goes, right, which ham was it again? Because the one that you want with the red label, it's not here. Right. And then, do you know what I mean? And then she's it's like, I don't know if you see that. You got to watch it, mate. It's honestly, you know, when the missus, right, you know, like when they send you out to do a job or go and get something from the shop, it's not there. And they start losing it on the phone, and it's like, listen, I'm here to do you a favour. Don't take the piss. Right? I'm not spending all day in here, right? Which one is it? Quality. Oh, mate. Anyway, back to the football. Sorry, guys. They're
trying to walk it in again.
Oh, mate. Listen, Steve, that's the best of all time. Nothing beats Only Fools and Horses, mate. Speaking of that, we need to do another stream. We need to do another Fools and Horses stream. We will sort that out, boys and girls.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, we'll get Anthony Costa on again, our good friend Anthony. So yeah, we'll bring him on. Arteta up to his old tricks. Bring Ozil back. Let's start a campaign. No, let's not. No, it's not that bad. Unai, come back. We miss you. Oh, God, these comments are burning Terry up. Bring Coach Unai back, Ricardo.
That's Ricardo twice, isn't it? Got to be.
Yeah. Lone Star, Unai Emery. Oh, yeah. Let's concede 45 shots a game. Clown.
You said it, Lone Star, not me. You said it, mate. You said it. Oh, but he's fourth. Don't forget, he's fourth. He's fourth in the Spanish league at the moment. Let's talk about that. He's fourth.
This game is so boring. I nearly woke up. Wow. Aubameyang's playing world class today. Ricardo, I'm making more accounts. Terry, where's your spaceship tonight? You haven't used that for a while, have you?
I did it on earlier, didn't I? But it was the stand was going all funny, so I need to sort that out. Corner here, late on for Newcastle. What is he doing there? Andy Carroll. It's free kick for Arsenal. We've got nearly 2 minutes left of normal time before it has to go into extra time. Do we really want more time in this game?
Carroll and El Nini.
Ricardo, Villarreal are doing well. Why are they doing well? Come on. What I suppose it's just all down to Unai, isn't it? Or is it because of Real Madrid and Barcelona have been absolutely piss poor this season? And at the moment, there's two teams underneath Villarreal that's got games in hand. So if they win their games in hand, they will go down to 6th. Come on, play him. Pepe. Oh, Aubameyang. No, he's. And before people say, we're in 11th or blah, blah, blah. Well, let's wait until the end of the season.
What have we got here?
You should have played him there,
This guy isn't doing much. Oh, what, your real tone?
He's got Finney, yeah, he's got it, isn't he?
Have you? Oh, sorry, mate. Oh, blimey.
In the missus and his boy.
Christ. Well, is it mild tone? How are you feeling? Is it mate, there's a lot of people who have got it and don't know they've got it. Then on the flip side, there's a lot of people who have got it, Tel, and they're really, really under it. You know, it's mad. This is true, Lone Star. Claude is the only person that scored today. That's a fact. That is a fact. That's true. David Dundas. Oh, hang on. The fact that you know that, Tel, means you have been watching Villarreal. I'm telling you, David, Terry's a secret closet Emery fan. He loves Emery. I'm telling you.
I don't watch them. I have to put up with my facts, David. Otherwise, you know what I mean, Ricardo and all them Unai Emery lovers. You know what I mean? They're just on the stiff like it's all roses, all bed of roses over there in Spain.
Come on, Tel, be honest. Tell the people the truth. You do like Emery. I know you do. You love him.
To this day, honestly, I still can't understand why people still mention his name.
Because you do. You do. Every time we argue, you are the first one to bring him up.
Because they mentioned him in the bloody comments.
No, I'm not about today, but normally, whenever we do this, you're the first one to bring him up.
No. Right. I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
Do you know what, Alan? Everyone was raving about it. I watched the first couple. I couldn't get into it.
Same here, Diesel.
Are you the same? I couldn't get into it, mate.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it's like even now, everyone's raving about The Crown, right? And it's not really my cup of tea, but I'm going to give it a try just because everyone's raving about it. I want to see what the noise is. I think you've seen it, haven't you?
Yeah, it's good.
You know, so I'll give that a try. Scott Smith, hello Scott, hope you're well, mate. Even Warren's on it. Terry, for someone who claims not to care about Emery, you seem to know about how he's doing. He knows more than I do, and I liked Emery.
I told you, you've got to have your facts up when people come at you about all this Emery shit. You know what I mean? He's done this. He's fourth in the league. You know, let's all go mad about it. He's fourth in the Spanish league. Like on David Luiz, header, and it goes straight to the keeper.
Loves Emery.
We've got 3 minutes of added on time here, Diesel. 3 minutes of added on time before extra time. Newcastle got a chance here. Just inside the box. Comes back. Oh, they got a chance. Andy Carroll's missing. Oh, what a save. What a save. What a save by Leno. What a save.
Is that from the free kick? I'm seeing it now. All right, he's thrown it. Oh, good pass. Great pass. Oh, you can't miss that from there. Oh, my God.
Smith Rowe looks like he's going to be sent off here.
Oh, I've just seen that.
Smith Rowe looks like he's going to be sent off.
He knows. He knows. There was no intent. Yeah.
I don't think that's a sending off.
Hang on, I've got to see it again.
That ain't a sending off. I'm sorry, that is not a sending off. He ain't gone in with 2 feet or whatever. He's just thrown his leg up. That is not a sending off.
Oh, show the replay. Come on. Here we go.
That's not a sending off. I'm sorry.
Hang on, let's have a look.
That's not a sending off. Never.
No, I don't think so.
Why is he taking so long to look at it for? It is not a sending off, no matter what. He's just caught his shin pad, if anything, at all. Oh my God! He's fuck. Oh no, it ain't a red card. It's a yellow card.
No, it's not. It's not a red card, mate. He's stretched out for the ball in it, and he's caught his If that was 2-footed, he would have gone. But you can tell he's trying to get the ball. He's stretched the leg out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not.
But I don't even think he caught the player, to be honest. I think he caught his shin pad, if you know what I mean, and his sock. It weren't even his leg.
Yeah, but I think the way the player went down, he's made more of it, isn't he?
Well, Newcastle have got a late corner here before going into extra time.
My old Diesel, so another week to go. Mainly a cough, tired and cold, but all good. Unfortunately, can't do much about the boat race.
That might improve it. That might improve it, Tone.
That's what I'm saying.
Last corner comes in. Arsenal have dealt with it slightly.
Was that Aubameyang, wasn't it? Put it out for a corner.
And we've cleared it to the halfway. That's it. Come on. Oh, we've lived dangerously, and that's it. We're going into extra time.
I can't believe Carroll missed that chance.
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah, that's you can't miss them, mate. You can't. No, good to hear, Tone. Yeah, glad it's mild, mate, and it's not any worse than that. Yeah, plenty of rest, mate. Plenty of liquids, as they say. So it's one thing you having it, mate. I think seeing your child having it, knowing that you can't do anything about it, that's got to kill. That would kill me as a parent. But yeah, look, just rest up, you and your family there, mate. All right, Mecca. a full recovery. We'll do our bit this end, Tone. We'll try and keep you in high spirits. Yeah, Adam G. Imagine telling Arsenal fans 20 years ago that the fans would be arguing over Unai Emery and Mikel Arteta. I know it's true, isn't it? It's true.
They're just showing you that Carroll miss again. Oh dear.
I told you, yeah, you can't miss that. Christ, he had acres of space hotel, didn't he? All he had to do was what place the shot.
Cool. Well, we're going into another half hour here, everyone. Extra time. Newcastle were on top there, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, it's one of them games, mate. I think that the longer it goes on, the more chance I think Newcastle have got of nicking it. What we had to see, that they came with a game plan. I think what we had to do, if we could have nicked a goal early, that then opens them up because they have to come out. But yeah, they're happy just obviously putting players behind the ball till just trying to hit us on the break. And what they're going to try and make the most of their set pieces as well.
I'm just glad that the referee didn't send him off because that was never a sending off.
Nah. Yeah, that would have been harsh, mate. Although I've seen them given for less than that. Look at this, Ricardo. Steve Bruce versus Steve Bruce. Oh, dear. No way a red card. Yeah, agree, Steve. No, that would have been a red card, mate. That would have been harsh. Let's see it. If Man City take Arteta back, I'll forgive them for signing all of our best players over the years. Emery would never have humiliated us like this. We would have thrashed them easily. I agree with that. I agree. No, I agree. This game would have been sewn up, mate.
I think what it is Ricardo keeps forgetting to tell us that he keeps watching the Arsenal women's team. Now, I definitely agree with him. If it was the Arsenal women's team, we'd absolutely smash these. But the Arsenal football team at the moment under Unai Emery definitely would have done, mate. Definitely would have done.
So we would have battered them 3-4-0. Cheers, Diesel. Much appreciated. Our son is the one who gave it to us. Nice New Year present. He's like, here, Mum and Dad, have that. Oh, bless. No worries, mate. Just me a matter of. Is it true that once you've got it, you can't get it again, or is that a myth? Or
well, I've heard a couple of times that someone that has had it again, but I don't know if that's just odd cases, if you know what I mean.
Emery's last 12 games managing Arsenal were the worst I've seen in 50 years.
Totally agree with you, Lone Star. Plus another season and a half of it. I mean, yeah.
See, I do keep it fair. I do put arguments up for both sides. Cheers,
I'll put it up.
No, I'll put that one up. Come on, be honest. Off now, lads. See you Thursday for the Palace game. Cheers, Harry. I'll see you soon, mate. Nice one. Have a good one. What else we got here? Yeah, do you know what? I've seen the first series of that, Ozark. Again, I found that a little bit slow to get into. Breaking Bad's another one. I've not seen Breaking Bad. I need to. I've not seen Prison Break either.
Oh, Prison Break is fantastic.
Is it really good? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to try that as well. Leave Ricardo alone, you bully tail.
Listen, this is, I'll tell you what is fact, right? This is what I never understand with Arsenal fans, right? For Arsenal Football Club, fact is that Arteta is a much better manager than what Unai Emery was. Do you know why? He might have finished in 5th place and he might have got us to the Europa League final. But unless you want to be a failure and talk about failures all the time and never winning trophies, you carry on being that as a fan. Not by all means, I've got no problem with that. You want to talk about failure and be a failure in your life and never win trophies and always be the bridesmaid, you carry on supporting Unai Emery. But for me, I want to win trophies. I love Arsenal. I don't give a shit about any Spanish team, Villarreal, Seville, whatever he done to them teams, I don't care about. This is my club here. And you know what? This manager we got right here has won 2 trophies for this team. My team that I support, Arsenal.
One.
Arsenal.
One trophy.
We celebrated 2 trophies. It's fact.
Come on. God,
we celebrated. Even you celebrated, Diesel. You celebrated winning. Oh,
I celebrated the win. I didn't celebrate. It's not a trophy, is it? It's not.
It's a recognised trophy. It's a recognised trophy. The FA recognise it. It goes on the manager's record. It goes on the record.
Yeah,
it's a trophy.
That's reaching, Tell. I mean, come on. Let's be at the come on.
Listen. And then if that's the case, then why does the Super Cup go down as a trophy? That's a charity thing.
Yeah, but just because it goes down with them, it don't mean it's got to go down with us. That's not a charity. That's a charity. It's nothing more than that's a plate. It's a charity.
If we won the Super Cup, everyone would be celebrating it like it was a cup and a trophy. Come on.
I remember when Spurs won the Audi Cup, and like all the Arsenal, all us fans sort of started like goading them. Oh my god! You're celebrating the Audi Cup. Is that even a cup?
Oh my god!
We're doing the same with this charity shield.
Jacko, have a look at that as a volley. What's a good volley? That was unlucky.
Oh yeah, it's coming up now. Smith Rowe on the ball. Out to Tierney. Into Saka. Tierney again crosses it in. Oh my God! What a save!
What a good volley, though, and all.
Yeah, good volley, but good save as well. Oh mate, if that had gone in, that would have been some goal.
That was unlucky. Shaka and all.
Oh Christ! See the dip on that. Yeah, good volley, but that's a great save, mate. You can't.
Ah, good save, great save.
Coming in at pace as well. Kind of protected for 6 months with antibodies, according to studies, but it's not complete evidence and depends on this new strain. Yeah, true. True.
Come on, what's taking so long? I hate it when they do this. In comes the corner. David Luiz. Oh. El Nini tried to go for the volley, but that has gone out of the stadium.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it's now turned up at White Hart Lane. All my mates going about how brilliant Breaking Bad is, but I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I've not seen that, to be honest.
David, have you watched Falls and Horses yet? I know you bought the box set. You completed it yet?
I think he watched some, didn't he? I remember him saying about he watched a couple, yeah.
Claude's favourite. Secret Diary of a Call Girl starring Billy Piper. He's got a thing about Billy Piper, isn't he?
I don't like her. I don't know.
I don't see it.
She's not for me.
Nothing sexy about her at all.
I could never understand when she just come out and everyone was on her. Do you know what I mean? And Chris Evans got all that. Oh.
Yeah, I lost respect for her, right? When she went with Chris Evans, mate. That told me it's blatantly money. It's nothing else.
She married him, didn't she?
Yeah, it's money. What else could it have been?
Oh, Newcastle here. We've got a chance, and we've cleared it. Only just about. They're still inside the box. David Luiz gets rid of it. And we've got half a chance of going forward. Sammy, thank you for your super chat. He's put Fangal won the FA Cup and got sacked. Calm down. Well, at least he won the FA Cup. People keep going on about Emery who won nothing, and yet we think he's a god. People think he's a god. He got us 5th place. He got us in the Europa League final. He's the best manager we ever had. Why did we sack him? I don't know.
Because I think people look at it and think if Emery did that with a piss poor team, what could he have done with a better squad like how we've got now? I think that's where people. And let's be honest, Emery didn't really get a fair rap. You know, he didn't get anywhere near the leeway, shall we say, that I think Arteta's getting. And I think that's where people have got it a little bit. Listen, make no mistake, both managers are not good enough, right? So don't even know why we're arguing about it. But I will say this: Arteta's got away with Emery got away with far less than what Arteta has, and a lot of that is because he's an ex-Arsenal player, in my opinion.
But didn't Emery take over an FA Cup winning side? He did, didn't he? As far as I remember, he took over an FA Cup winning side. We won the FA Cup.
But it's not always a great side till he wins the FA Cup. I've seen some poor sides win an FA Cup.
That's what I'm saying.
The league. It's all about the league. You know, it's like David Moyes. What's it? Taking over a title-winning side from Fergie. That's different. You know, a team was just won the FA Cup. That's like someone going at Wigan, who got relegated, but they won the FA Cup. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not, you can't tell the true quality of a team by the FA. It's a lottery. 6-7 games.
I don't know. You know, I just think people go on about that he had a bit poor side, but like I said, he took over a team that won the FA Cup, so they couldn't have been that bad. And he was the one who got rid of a few of the players, like Ramsey, who was doing well for us at the time, and things like that. So
no, but I wasn't. Yeah, but see again, you say that
he got rid of Ramsey. It weren't the other way round. He got rid of Ramsey. He didn't want Ramsey. A lot of people would have kept Ramsey at the time.
How do you know that?
What do you mean? How do you know that? He wouldn't give him the contract. He said that himself, for Emery. He said,
but then
the money.
Yeah,
that's not a problem. I've not got a problem with that.
No, I get that. But if I throw that at you and I said, I read that Arteta didn't want this player or that player or Saliba or him or the other one, right? Your whole thing is, fake news. Show me evidence, Diesel. Show me proof. But when it's the other way around with Emery, it's now fact. How do you know that? How do you know he didn't want him? How do you know he wasn't the board?
I will get you the evidence.
No, but how do you know he wasn't the board?
No, I'll show you that Emery said that. Emery said that he didn't want to give him the money. He didn't want to give him the money. He didn't want.
I don't recall Emery saying that. I recall Emery saying he wanted to keep him.
That's funny. That's funny. You don't really remember calling him that, but you remember Arteta saying that he wanted Mustafi to stay and he wanted a new contract.
No, that's Claude. That's not me. I've not said that. I've not said that. I've not said that. But let's be honest. Let's be honest. Emery has not. He never came out and said, I don't want to give him the money." No, come on, sir.
I am telling you that now. He did. He didn't want Ramsey in the team. He didn't think he was good enough.
See, Warren's saying, look, Terry, as you always say, where is the proof or the evidence?
I will get to the proof.
It's true.
I will get to the proof. Don't worry about that. Like I keep
saying. Go on. We're in extra time. I ain't going anywhere, Tel. Go and get it now.
No one give me the proof of the second, have they? Hey, no one's given me the proof of it. I've been asking and asking and asking. It's been how long now? And still no one has come back with the Mustafi rumour.
But you know what?
We had another substitute or not?
I don't know.
I get mixed up with these substitutes now and how many you're allowed and not allowed.
If it's about money though, mate, I'll make him right for not giving it to him. To be honest, like we said this earlier on, he wanted Ozil money. No chance.
Listen, I didn't say if it was right or wrong at the time with Ramsey. That's
No
down to
evidence.
him.
You've got no evidence. I love it, like Ricardo. It's always Ricardo, isn't it? He just jumps on you. I love it. I love it. Love it.
Everyone with me that brings it up, but I've got to bring it up when people ask me the question. So,
Jordan's got you here. You have agendas, Terry. Arsenal never won the FA Cup before Emery arrived. Chelsea did. Ah! Go on, Jordan. I'm laughing so much I'm coughing.
Pepe was unlucky there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Is he going out for a corner? No. Oh, we've got a super chat there. Have you got that, mate?
Oh, no. Hang on, where? Oh, Sammy. Is it Sammy?
Yeah.
Sammy Elliott, thank you, mate. Tell me, what is your obsession with Arteta? It's like the same unhealthy obsession with Ty and Wenger. It's just mind-boggling. Worried, Terry. Very worried. Worried, Terry.
I'm very worried why our fans still bring up Unai Emery, who absolutely failed our club. But yeah, because we support Arteta and Arsenal now, we get called deluded and we're the deluded ones. And we kept saying, well, he lost 8 games this season or whatever and blah, 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 and all that rubbish. And you fans are the ones that put this club down. That's what I get annoyed at. But, yeah, but like I said, you keep going on about Emery. He failed us. No matter what you say, he failed us. Doesn't matter if he got us 5th. Doesn't matter if he got us 20th. He failed us. We didn't get in the top 4. Right? He didn't get us there. And he took us in the Europa League final. And before a ball was even kicked, we lost that game. Let's be real. We lost it. We got absolutely annihilated. So what is the obsession? What is the obsession about bringing him up all the time? Even if you do like him, he's never coming back. He's gone. Get over it. It's dead now. Done. Capish. Gone.
On the same token, though, Arteta's made a lot of mistakes, and I think the thing with a lot of the guys in the chat is, not that I'm trying to speak for them, but the impression I get, I think a lot of that is because when Arteta makes mistakes, you don't call him out, and I think a lot of that.
Excuse me.
We all know you like him. No, hang on. We all know you like him and all that, right? But if anyone, I think if anyone dares say anything against Arteta, you're straight in to protect him. And I don't understand. I don't know. I don't get what he's done to warrant that level of protection.
And that's
what I don't get.
I understand what you're saying, and I don't understand.
I've known you a while now. I've known you a while, and I've known you to go for Emery for certain things.
Yeah.
But yet, when Arteta's done those same very things, it's like you lose your tongue. Whereas when it was Emery, you found your tongue and you were straight in on him. But yet Arteta does it. Oh, it's all right, Mikel. It's all right. Don't worry. So, and I'm not. I don't get that. I don't get that.
Could it be that what I see, right, is what the ball see and all. And what I mean by that is that Emery weren't good enough for our club. That's why they got rid of him. Wasn't good enough for our club. And when they sacked him, I said I wanted Emery in, and I tell you, and I said why I wanted him in, because once he gets rid of all these deadwood players, right, and he gets the players in that he wants, the ones that will work their bums off, like the players at Man City, then that's when we will be a good team again, right? And I kept saying it when he come in at the beginning, that he would do things. When we won the FA Cup and we won the Charity Shield, I kept saying to you and Claude, this is why I like him. Look what he can do once he gets his own players in. Even though we just won the FA Cup and we won the Charity Shield, I was still saying to you and Claude, right, look what he can do with these players. Wait until he gets his own players in to go on top of that, right? I knew there was going to be a transition. I kept saying that to you. We need to get rid of, most of these players in this team. I kept saying to you at the beginning of the season, come the January transfer window, we will get rid of a few players. We will hopefully get a couple in. And then come next year, once Ozil's off our books, because I didn't think Ozil was going to go until the end of the season. Let's be real. I don't think any of us would.
No, he might still not. You know.
No, he
Yeah.
might still not,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, obviously it's looking.
Yeah. It's looking likely he will go. Yeah.
I kept saying to you, wait until the end of the season. Once everyone's off our books, all the Mustafis, the Socrates, and all that, he can get his own players in. And then come this time next year, if he ain't doing it, then that is when I will turn around and say, no, look, I understand what you're saying. He's got his players in there, and he hasn't. I could see all of that. That's what I wanted. I've been saying that for ages. Been saying it for ages. You know I have. Right? And it looks like it's all coming true. Let's be real. Let's be real about it. Everything I kept saying, everyone kept telling me, all these big accounts, what you're talking about, you're talking rubbish. We ain't going to do that. We ain't going to sell no one in January. No one's coming in. We ain't doing this. But guess what? It's happening. It's happening. So I think the fan base, to be honest, has been very, 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 some of them, not all of them, some of them, which, you know, is fine. I ain't got a problem with that, have been very, very, very reactional. Yes, we have been playing very poor. Yes, we did go on a bad losing run under Arteta. But, you know, some of us could see that we needed to get rid of some of these players. There's going to be a transition. There was going to be a poor run sometimes because we need to get rid of some of these dead players. I've heard a load of people, not on social media or anything like that, when you talk to real people, say, look, as long as we maintain what we've done for the next couple of years in the same place and that, I don't mind us doing what we're doing as long as we can get rid of these players, we can get new players in, let him build the team around them, and then from there go forward and move forward, as long as we do it in the right way. And that's what I think some of us can see. And that's what I can see with Arteta. Once we get rid of these players, like we said, if you can get players in like Grealish, you ain't going to get them players. But I mean, it's players like, you know what I mean? Players like them that are going to run for 95 minutes and he can trust them players. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier on, I want players that you've got to know. I want to go back to like the old school where you know your first 11. Like give or take, you know, next week we're going to be playing Palace and you're going to know who the first 11 are. Let's be honest. When was the last time that we've done that, Diesel?
Yeah, no, I hear you. I do. I there's a rebuild coming. It has to come because these players are out of contract. So it's irrelevant who the manager is. These players are going no matter what, right? So, you know, I just, if I'm honest, I just don't think he's the man to.
That's fine.
I don't think he's the man to do the rebuild. You know what I mean? I know what you're saying about. Look, I get it. You know, I know you're a fan of his from day one, right? And obviously this bad run and that we've had. But I do look at it and I think, you know, he made so many mistakes that I think with a more experienced manager wouldn't have made. It would have made mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. But I don't think an experienced manager would have made as many as what he did, right? Mm-hmm. Don't forget, he's still a rookie. He's not managed before. Of course he's going to make mistakes, right? Right? But you know, do that at another club. I just think we're too big. We're too big of a club to accept hiring someone who's never managed before. I mean, you know, that's something you do when it's a non-league club or a third division, not like, you know, Arsenal. I mean, globally. I mean, Christ. You know, we know how big this club is, and I think a more experienced manager wouldn't have made as many mistakes. Therefore, we would have been higher up the table. I'm not saying we would have been number one. I'm not saying that. But we would have been a lot better than 15th where we was. You know, and I think I do sort of see what Claude's saying a little bit. You know, so much time has been wasted that if we'd had a better manager,
Go on, Smith Rowe. Oh, what a goal!
Oh, he scored. Oh, come on. Why is this buffering? Hang on.
Good goal. About bloody time.
Was it Smith Rowe? Oh, hang on. What minute are you in?
Yeah. 18:51:52.
Oh, I'm 18:21. All right, let's have a look.
Oh, you'll see it coming up then.
Saka's on the ball. Oh, was that handball there, wasn't it? Oh, Newcastle player lost it. Smith Rowe, go on. Oh, good.
I'm just doing it again here, the replay. I'll tell you what, it's them three again. Is that is Saka, isn't it? Yeah, it's them three again. Saka, Lacazette, and Smith Rowe. Now look at that. You watch it again. Look, one touch football there. And that's what happened in the West Brom game and all. It's coming. I'm telling you, the game will come. The play will come with these players and under this manager. I'm telling you. We've just got to be a little bit patient. But what you were saying earlier on, I don't to a certain.
Oh, whoever that is who lost the ball there, he took a poor touch. Oh, tell. Oh, mate, if I was his teammate, I'd be fuming about that. But listen, take nothing away from the goal. Good goal. He's really impressing me, Smith Rowe. He's impressing me.
There's good things to come. Great things to come with the young.
I just hope he can stay fit because he's another one who's prone to injury. I just hope he can stay fit.
Well, you look at them, right? You go through them. Exactly the same thing, right? What I was saying earlier on to you about you're watching our players, and I think it comes into my head 2 or 3 times when I'm watching every single game, Diesel, and that is, please don't get injured. And that's Martinelli, Smith Rowe, Saka. And they all seem to pick up injuries all the time, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, before we go on to here, thank you for the super chat, mate. Much appreciated. He's put Terry's a criminal lawyer for Arteta. Yeah.
Just going on what you said just a minute ago, right, about an experienced manager. Now, if you actually break it down, right? This is what I'm trying to say. People saying we should get an experienced manager in doing this and doing that, and it might have been a bit different whatsoever, right? Within his first 6 months, had no managerial experience whatsoever. He won 2 trophies. Doesn't matter. Hold up. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about whatever it is. It could have been a bloody other something else. He's won 2 trophies, right? An experienced manager coming to Everton. Ancelotti didn't do anything. An experienced manager went into Tottenham. Didn't do anything. Right? This season, as bad as we've been, we're still only 6 points off of them experienced managers. What you just talk about. Experience,
if this was a normal season, we'd be miles behind. Miles. Right? So when hang on, Mike, because when I said to you, we could get top 4, you laughed at me and you basically more or less, I know you didn't, but you more or less said, Diesel, you're deluded. If you think we get top 4, now you're saying as bad as we, right, we're only 6 points off. So what you're saying, so what you're trying to say is we're not far off, Diesel. We could actually, if we carry this run, we could, because let's be honest, any team in the league now, any team who can string 3 or 4 wins, straight away you're up there. You're up there, right? So
probably 14th or 15th.
So what I'm saying then about if stop all the square pegs in round holes, play players in their proper position, drop the players who aren't performing, play the likes of Smith Rowe, Martinelli now that he's back. We've got Mari who's looking okay at the moment, but we've got to change Bellerin.
Yeah.
Do them little tweaks, Tell. We've got enough good players. We need more good players. We've got a lot of deadwood here, but a lot of that deadwood aren't playing. So I'm not blaming the bad run on the deadwood as such, because a lot of the deadwood aren't playing. So we can't really blame them when they're not on the pitch, right? But what I said to you is we have enough quality. We need more quality, but we've got enough to
still doesn't
top 4. Tell, in my opinion, I think we have.
Yeah, but that still doesn't guarantee you. Look at Liverpool at the moment. They ain't putting round pegs in square holes, are they? That's what I'm saying. Chelsea ain't doing that. Tottenham ain't doing that, and yet they're still. So it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is just because
Liverpool are doing it, Tell. They Jordan Henderson.
What I'm saying is, if you had that experienced manager, like you said, it still doesn't guarantee us being in the top 4.
No, but nothing's a guarantee. Nothing's a guarantee. But what you do is you eliminate the risk. You eliminate the risk, Tell. That's why clubs will pay top dollar, for a top manager. That's why, Liverpool, forked out all that money for Klopp, Man City for Pep, because you're while you're not 100% guaranteed, Tel, you know, you're likely, I'll use that word for lack of a better word. You're more likely to win something. You're more likely to get up there if you pay top dollar for a better manager. You know, Arteta may turn out to. I don't think a rookie's first job. Forget Arteta. If it was anyone's first job in football, I think it's a bit of an insult, if I'm honest, to give their very first job, right, at the Arsenal. Learn your trade. I'm sorry, man. Come on. You know, it's. I don't blame him for saying yes. I'd say yes, but you know, you got to look at it and think, well, do you know what I'm saying? You know, we were a sinking ship, Tel. You can't.
I understand where you're coming from, and if Arteta got sat now and we got in, you know, a fantastic manager, then obviously I'll be behind him, and you know what I mean. Arteta's gone. You know what I mean? Arteta's gone. I'll be behind a fantastic manager, whoever it was, who come in, and hopefully we'd move on. But what I'm saying is that I could see that we needed a rebuild, right? And this is the thing that I said, that the reason why I don't think Pep is as great as what he is, right? Klopp at the moment, I would say is under Pep, because Pep, in my eyes, has always gone to a team, right? Always gone to a team that he's had money at, and he could go and get the best players that he wants.
Yeah, but that don't guarantee, as you just said, you know, that doesn't
guarantee it. But what I'm saying to you is, let's be honest.
Top manager, come on, Tel. Come on, he's a top manager.
But what I mean is, if he would have come to Arsenal at that time, right? If he would have come to Arsenal at that time and turned us around and made us into like Man City now with the budget that we've got basically and things like that, then he would be the best manager out there. Do you understand what I'm saying? What I mean is that he's always gone to a team where he can do what he wants, basically, because he's got the money there to do what he wants. Doesn't mean that he's going to get guaranteed success. Do you know what I mean? He's not. But if he would have come to Arsenal at the time when we needed that manager, and then put us completely around on our head, and then brought the philosophy in, like, let's be honest. That's just what I'm saying. Let's be honest. If Pep come in at the time when we needed Wenger out, Aubameyang here, we still got a chance.
What is Aubameyang still doing on the pitch, by the way?
I don't know, but Tierney's through. Aubameyang 2-0. Good goal. Good set up there.
All right, I'm going to be seeing that in a minute.
That's why he's on the pitch, because he's just
yeah, see, but that is what I'm saying now. Like, they'll turn it around on me now because he scored. I don't care if he scored, so he's done nothing. He shouldn't have played. He contributes nothing. I'm sorry. Hang on, I'll see the goal in a minute. No, fair play. So I'm not taking that away from him, Tel. But I'm you know, we spoke earlier on about earning.
Oh yeah, no, that's right.
Right now, I've just seen the goal tapping. Yeah, right now. What will normally happen? Aubameyang's done nothing the whole game because he scored a tap in now. Right, his lack of work rate will go unnoticed. Yeah, because he scored a tap in, because he got his name on the team sheet. Everything else will be forgotten. It won't with me. I
don't think it will in this game. He's been absolutely poor again. But that might be exactly what he needs.
Well, let's see.
Got that goal now. Do you know what I mean? He's got that goal now. That's what strikers say. That's what strikers say. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you go through this, you need something to go for you to win.
I said 2-0, didn't I? Boom. But you know what? Yeah, do you know what makes it worse for me? The reason why I get so angry and irate about Aubameyang, you know what adds to it? Is the fact that he's our captain.
Yeah.
I think no, he shouldn't, but he accepted it, Tel. He took it. He could have said no. He could have said, no, it's not, I'm not. Yeah, he took it. If you take something, you got to take what comes with it.
The thing is, Diesel, with that, right, you got players come in now. I mean, obviously, Tierney weren't here, really, was he? Let's be honest, when he accepted it. Sorry, I was just looking at something. Tierney weren't here when he accepted it. Gabriel weren't here. Partey weren't here. Them three, I would say, definitely gets in front of him, no matter what.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Mikel needs to give it to Tierney, mate, and he needs to do it. If not now, end of the season, just give him the armband. He's a come on. We can all see he's captain material. Super chat from Sammy. Thank you, Sammy. Sorry for the wait, mate. Thank you for the look. Tongue twister. Thank you for the donation. You know, when your brain works a lot faster than what it's meant to. You can't keep up with your mouth. Terry, you won't call him out with his tactics. What has he done for you to be blinded by this? Ask me this. Will he go far in bringing us to the league? Oh, go on, tell. Go on, tell. Go on, answer his paper.
Obviously, any Arsenal fan would hope their manager and players would do them that. Do you know what I mean? If he can get his players in with this young team that's coming through, Saka, Smith Rowe, Martinelli, Tierney, Gabriel, Partey, if we can get a few more in, we'd have a good squad. So you never know. You never know. No one knows, do they? I would hope so, but no one knows.
Can't wait for Claude to come back and destroy Tell like he always does.
Listen, right? That's what I mean. And that's what people don't like. And that's what I think winds people up even more, is that Arteta won trophies or one trophy or whatever, still more than what your old manager won. That's an improvement.
I get it, right? The issue I've got, right, when you say things like that is when you say to me, like you said it earlier on as well, he come in barely 6 months and he won 2 trophies, as you say it, right? But then when you say Ancelotti went in at Everton, didn't win nothing, that tells me that. So are you saying that Arteta's a better manager than Ancelotti? Because if that's what you're saying, I can tell you now, he ain't. He is miles away from Ancelotti.
Listen. All you can do is go on in what's in front of you. Yeah, that's all you people keep saying to me. You can only see like the 8 games that we went on the bad run. Lacazette's through here. Go on, Lacazette.
Maitland-Niles has just come on, didn't he?
Who?
Maitland-Niles.
I didn't see that, mate. Right, you can only go with what's on in front of you now, right? What these managers, Ancelotti and Mourinho and all that have done beforehand is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, yeah? Right? Absolutely fantastic. But what have they done for their current team? What have they done for their current team at the moment? Diesel.
Oh, sorry. No, I get that. It's not, yeah, but it's not all just for courses, Tell, is it? It's. I get what you're. I get what you're saying. You know, but.
What I'm saying is that we could say like, well, Emery won, like people say, Emery won 3 Europa League cups with Seville, right? But what difference does that make when he come to Arsenal and he didn't win anything? What difference does that make? That's what I'm saying. So you've got to forget the past and you've got to worry about what he done for our club.
Yeah, I get that, but you're saying you just said there, Arteta come in and won an FA Cup, and Ancelotti didn't, but then. Couldn't fans argue the other way and say, well, hang on a minute, if Arteta came in and in less than 6 months won 2 trophies, would surely Ancelotti would have come into Arsenal. If we'd got Ancelotti instead of Arteta, he would have won those trophies as well then, because he's a better manager.
We don't know that, do we? That's not hypothetical at all. All we can say is, again, which is in front of us, that he's at a team, it's full time. So we go through 2-0 Arsenal, we move on. Absolute piss poor game.
I should have put money on that.
Yeah, you should have done 2-0. You said
Mind you, extra time, would they still take it? If I said,
it's got to be in 90. Yeah, unless you stipulate that, I think.
And look,
it's got to be in 90 minutes.
Arteta's not the polished article yet. He's still learning his trade. I'm with Terry at the moment. Let's look at where we are at the end of the season.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying, is that I think fans have been too reactional. Because at the moment, let's be honest, right? All that at the beginning of the season, which was really bad and poor and whatever, let's be hypothetical, like you've been hypothetical a minute ago, Diesel. We could end up in the top 4. We could end up in the top 4. And yet all the people at the beginning of the season, what would you say then? Oh, they was right to complain and because we was going for a really bad win and blah, blah. But no, it was too reactional, too quick.
What does this mean? This channel used to show adults talking. Now it's a bunch of juveniles. I certainly hope he's not on about me and you.
I don't know. I think he means some of the people in the comments.
I hope that's what he means. Right,
Yes,
Yeah,
mate.
listen, I'm on a good vibe today. Yeah, I don't want to switch. Listen, you know what I said to you about the top four, right? And a lot of people said, "Oh, you're having a laugh." Right? Look at it like this, right? We've got Leno, and I think he gets a bit of unfair. I don't think Leno's. I think he's a good keeper. He ain't brilliant. He ain't. I'd rather have Martinez, right? But you know what? I don't think Leno's that bad. I've heard some Arsenal fans say he's among the worst keepers I've ever seen. Are you mad? No, sorry, I'm not having that. There's games he's saved us. You know, come on, let's not do him a total disrespect. Yeah, he's not a bad keeper, right? He'll do for now, Tel. He'll do for now, right? We've got Tierney, one of the best left backs in the league. Yeah, let's be honest, right? Recently, he's been on fire, right? So we've got Tierney there. Yeah. If he put Maitland-Niles or even Cedric above Bellerin, yeah, right. Gabriel, very good centre half, right? From what we've seen lately, yeah. Mari, I'll be interested to see how that partnership between Mari and Gabriel turns out, because that could be a really good one, right? Now, then go forward, right? We've got Thomas Partey to come back, yeah. You've got Martinelli now, who's back fit and firing. Saka, who's playing really well, yeah. Emil Smith-Rowe, the introduction of Smith-Rowe, which adds bite and energy into that midfield, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Aubameyang's not firing, right? Lacazette's now in a bit of form. You know, Pepe when he's on it, when he can be bothered, right? But so I look at those players that I've just named, right? Forget the Dross and the Deadwood. The players I've just named there, Tel, we've got enough, right? For a title challenge, oh my God, we need a hell of a lot more. But for a top four, what I've just named there, those players in unison with each other, that's why I think, do you know what, if they play on the regular, right, and, you know, don't forget, we're winning games now. Well, we haven't even got Partey back yet, right?
Yep.
So he's still to come back. That would add steel and bite to our midfield. Now that I've mentioned all of that, does top four seem really delusional to you? Because I don't. I actually think with that, you know what I mean?
Do you know, it's not delusional, don't get me wrong. But do I think we get top four? No, I don't. Do you know why? Because the players that you just said, all fantastic. And obviously we should all be raving about them and excited and everything. But like I've been saying, will they stay injury-free for another 25 games? If they don't...
No. That's what I said. Yeah, injury. But this is what I'm saying. There is a problem within Arsenal.
Do you know what I mean? If they don't, we've got to revert back to type to fucking Willian and all these other players that we've got at the moment, El Nini and all them players, that I don't think we will get top four. That is why I kept saying we've got to get rid of these players. Yes, we've got a great team. We've got a great starting 11. But how many times will we be able to play that starting 11 this season?
But see, I was told when I said that, the reason why people thought I was delusional, not because of injuries, Till, it was because, what, with these players, this squad ain't good enough, right?
Yeah.
Now it's, but injuries. No, what you said back then was because of the quality of the squad. And I'm not saying but I'm saying when you pick out certain individuals in that squad, Till, when they all play together and they're on it, right, there's no reason why, especially in a season like this, where 3 or 4 wins and you're up there. Do you know what I'm saying? If there was ever a season, Tel, where we could take advantage of, this is the season. Think about it. This is the season. If it was any other normal season, Tel, we'd be miles behind. Miles. Yeah. Right? This is the only season where 2 or 3 wins and you can jump up 6, 7 spots. It's mad. Yeah. So why not take advantage of it? You know, and that's what I'd be saying, saying to those players. It's such a weird season. Anyone could win it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Don't forget, there was a few people, including yourself, Diesel, that were saying a few games ago that these players ain't playing for him anymore. They're not playing for him.
No, listen, I don't know. Right? When I say about these players have down tools, Tel, right? I stand by that. I think they do because I go on what I've seen. Players walking about. Right? Yeah. Martinelli was the one player who came back and he invigorated a side. Yeah, very similar to when Bruno Fernandes arrived at Man United. That one player can lift, right? And Martinelli with his work rate, bear in mind, he's just come back from injury. Senior players, right, don't want to be embarrassed by that because people in the media, these players all go on Twitter and YouTube. They do, right? They got all that time on their hands. They go on social media. They know all the latest noise, you know, from within the Arsenal fan base. Add to that Martinelli. Add to that, you got Smith Rowe was introduced. Them two working, running, creating. Saka, right? That's invigorated the team. Now, all of a sudden, Lacazette scoring. My God, how poor has Lacazette been?
Yep.
You know, and that's what I'm saying, Tel. And also, let's not forget, right? We know these players inside out, Tel. Right? When it comes towards the end of the season, players are playing for contracts. Right? Players are playing, right? Like these players, they turn up, Tel, right? When there's a carrot dangling, right? Let's be honest, they do. Right? But this resurgence of ours has only really come about because of these 2 or 3 youngsters showing up the seniors. And I genuinely do. I do believe that. I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, youth and energy coming to the team. And it's given everyone. And we've had a favourable, let's be honest, right? We've had a favourable run. Right? We've played, you know, low to, you know, poor sides. Let's be honest. Right? Huh?
Chelsea.
No. Listen, Chelsea. Chelsea. We can't take nothing away. Chelsea were poor, but I can't take that away from us, right? You know, I get that, but I said to you as well. You know, the next sort of 4 or 5 games are perfect games. They're the games I would have picked if I wanted to end a losing run. I would have picked those teams, right? So, but people can't get gassed over 2 or 3 wins. You know, we've got to keep doing it now. And when you look at the fixtures we've got coming up, Tel, Palace next at home. Let's be honest, you know, these next games, we should be looking at getting 4, 5, 6 wins on the bounce. Why not?
Exactly.
Why not?
But everyone's beating everyone at the moment this year. And that's not sticking up for Arsenal or Arteta or anything like that. Everyone is beating everyone this year. It's a simple thing as that.
No, it's true. No, it's true. Yeah.
You can't go to these teams thinking, oh, it's only Crystal Palace. They're on a bad run, so we should walk this game. No.
No, exactly. No. I make you right. But I think that, they, as they say, you know, winning breeds confidence, doesn't it? And I said to you earlier on, Palace have been somewhat of a little bit of a bogey team for us, you know. But we just got to turn up. And when I watched this earlier on, this game that we've just watched, it looked like we just thought, oh, it's Newcastle. You know, we just got to rock up and, you know, we're going to walk it. I think Lone Star said it, you know, that's not the case. Every game's tough now, you know. So as much as I say, oh, it's Palace, right? Yeah. You know, but let's be honest, it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be hard. Zaha's probably going to turn up because obviously he wanted to move to us. He supports Arsenal, so you know that's the one game he'll want to, you know, show us what we're missing, sort of thing. But yeah, listen, when you look at if we turn up on our day and Palace turn up on their day, guess what? We're beating them. It's as simple as that. You know, we've got the better quality.
You know what? Just quickly before we end the stream and that, it just shows you, and the mind has changed though, even for the Arteta out people, if you know what I mean, and they're not too thin. Because let's be honest, 3 or 4 games ago when we was losing, we wouldn't have said, "Oh, we've only got Crystal Palace Thursday night." Because we couldn't even beat Burnley and teams like that. Do you know what I mean? A few weeks ago, we was going to teams where we were saying, "Oh, we're not going to win. We're not going to win because of the way we was playing." And now 2 or 3 wins, and I'm just saying that maybe the tide has turned just slightly for people like the arch rivals of the Emery right? Because obviously, like you just said, we should be going really on Thursday and winning because of the form that we're in, how we're played in the last few games, the players that we've got back now. We should have Partey and Gabriel back. Do they come straight in a team? I don't know, because you shouldn't really be changing a winning team. Let's be honest. No. You know what I mean? That team that's been there for the last 3 games, they deserve their place. So, you know, maybe they need to sit on the bench. And they've got to work their way back in the team now, which is a great thing for Arsenal and for us.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that's where he's got a. For me, that's one of his problems. Arteta. He's got to be a bit more ruthless. Like Aubameyang, I don't care if he scored tonight. You know, he's done nothing for us, right? More or less the whole season till, right?
Yeah.
Your name alone shouldn't be enough, right, to get you a place in the team. Then if you're not scoring, right, but you know you're playing again next week, right? You do get complacent because you know no one's going to take your shirt, and I think. It's them little things, you know. If it was a Willock or you know a lesser known player, Arteta would probably do it. But it's a big call, isn't it? Because it's Aubameyang. It's the name, isn't it? You know, he's on a lot of money. He's our main talisman, right? So it's going to be hard. It's going to take more balls, right, to drop a player like that. Yeah. But if he did it, I'd be looking at Arteta thinking, do you know what? Respect for that. Right, fair play, because if you ain't doing it, I don't care who you, that's where a big manager, right, will come in and think, I don't care about the name on the back. Don't care. If you ain't playing, you're not performing, you're out the team. Yeah. You know, you say about Pep, he put himself in a position to go to clubs with money because he's the best. You know, so he put himself in that position where you want me, I want this, I want A, B, C, and D, and also I want E, F. You know, and clubs are going to think, yeah, all right, yeah, because it's Pep. Because look what he's done, look what he's achieved. But Aguero's class. And even Pep was like, no, it's not enough. I want more work rate. And people heard that and thought, yeah, but this is Aguero. He's banging in 20-25 a season. So, doesn't matter. He can get more. He can get better. You know, and that's what I love, Tel. It's things like that. So when I look at Aubameyang, you know, again, we watched him today. He's half-hearted, Tel. He don't look like he wants it. You know, I don't know. He's too lightweight for me. I just watch him and he just doesn't have a care in the world. And I think it winds me up. It really winds, because you can't say nothing bad about this player. I don't understand it. You know, and
I totally agree with everything you said, mate. To be honest about Aubameyang,
yeah, it bugs me.
The only thing with it is that I think we're very, very quick to forget everything that's happened before, right? And that is the 2 seasons before, he's been top goal scorer, leading goal scorer in the Premiership.
Yeah, but that's sentiment, Tom.
I know that. But what I'm saying is that if we take him out sometimes and leave him on the bench, then I worry sometimes of where the goals are going to come from. I mean, I know he ain't scoring at the moment. Don't get me wrong, and I know he ain't doing that. But let's be honest, if he goes on 2 or 3 game run with goals, then I think that will continue. If you know what I mean. It's just, if we done that, if you look back, I mean, Ian Wright went through a stage like that. Thierry Henry went through a stage like that. Dennis Bergkamp went through a stage like that.
But you know what, Tel? They all did, but they work. They contribute. He does nothing.
Do you know why they worked? Do you know why they worked? Is because they had 10 other players that worked with them. I know people don't want like that, and they don't want to have that as an excuse. 10 other players worked with them, right?
No,
and that's
I don't agree with that.
Diesel, if you went, look, let's be honest, right? If Messi went somewhere like,
stop protecting him, Tel. You're protecting him now.
Not protecting
him. He's on more money, right, than what Bergkamp ever was. He's on more money, right, than what Thierry Henry ever was. He's on more money than Ian, and he can't even lace Ian Wright's boots. I don't care what anyone says. Wrighty, my favourite all-time Arsenal player, he cannot lace Ian Wright's boots, and he's on probably double, triple what Ian Wright was on. Yeah.
Yep.
So all this about, you know, we can't forget what he's done for us. Listen, right? Yes, he scored a bag full of goals. He hit it the minute he arrived there. However, his reward for that was a bumper new contract. A contract, right, that he let dangle for months and was playing us. Right? People forget that, yeah? Right? Playing us, right? Not committing to us, right?
Yeah.
Then he signs it. That's his reward, Tel. That's his reward, right? He's on double what he was on. That's his reward. Now, earn your money and get out there and play, right? And if 10 of the players, Tel, aren't working at all, right, but he is, trust me, you know, us fans, we're not stupid. We're going to see that. We're going to see that he's pumping, he's busting the gut, he's running, he's trying to get the ball, or you know when the player's working hard, we can see it, but he's not. He's not. And do you know what else? He pulls out of challenges as well. That's another thing that winds me up. He's our captain, and I see him. You've
I
seen
agree
it.
with that.
He pulls out, and for me, that's
Yeah.
weak. Tell that's
No, I
why.
agree with that.
Do you know what I mean? I can't. Nah.
I agree with most of what you're saying, Diesel. I agree with most of what you're saying. It's just that, I just think we're a bit, again, too very, very reactional. And I can't understand this, really, from, let's be honest, ardent Emery fans. Because without Aubameyang, where would we have been? Let's be honest. Let's be truthful now. Without Aubameyang under Unai Emery, where would have Arsenal been, Diesel?
Is that me? Or was that? Oh.
I think it's your light. I think the light might be shining down on the, I don't know. Or you've just spat on the TV, on the screen.
Is that better? That's better, isn't it?
Yeah, you must have.
That's mad, isn't it? What's that about? Yeah.
But,
no, but
do you understand what I'm saying? Where would we have been? Right. Let's have a real talk quickly before we go. If Aubameyang didn't score all his goals under Unai Emery, where would we have been as a club?
Well, we don't know, because if Aubameyang wasn't playing, so we would have had another strike. We would have had another striker playing, wouldn't we?
Right. So it's okay for you to say that now, but when I say something about, well, about the league and things like that, and you say, well, but if we had an experienced manager, we probably would be further up. But you can't say that because you don't.
No. Listen. I agree with what you're saying. Where would we have been? Right, his goals have saved us. Yeah, right. But that's sentiment, Tel. That's the same as Wenger. Look at what Wenger's done for us. Let's allow him this season and let him leave us when he wants to. No, it doesn't matter what he's done for us. Listen, if Aubameyang, right, has scored all these goals and he's been poor this season and he's done all of it for free and we haven't paid him, then yes, I will agree with you, right? Don't drop him. He deserves another 20 games, right? He's getting paid handsomely, right? Do you know what I mean? To place all this. When people say, "Oh, he's suffering from a lack of confidence," absolute crap, right? Because when they pick up their money every Friday, right, is that a lack of confidence?
He's off down. He's off down the top, mate.
Exactly. And let's be honest, right? Are we seeing? Rumour has it he's on what, 375 a week or whatever, right? Even let's just call it 300 grand a week. Every Friday in your bank account, 300 grand a week, plus whatever bonuses he gets, right? And let's be honest, image rights, merchandise, all that. Right, it's a lot more. Are we seeing £300,000 a week performances from this player? The answer is no. Do you know what I mean? So I'm sorry, man, but I've got no sympathy for him. You know what I mean? We grew up watching the Ian Wrights, the Dennis Bergkamps, the Thierry Henrys. Yes, they all had barren spells, right? But Thierry Henry assisted almost more or less as many as he scored. Bergkamp, if he wasn't scoring, he was assisting. Ian Wright. Right, don't get it twisted, because Ian Wright worked. He was a worker as well as a scorer. He did not. Come on, Tel. He used to wind them up. Defenders could not live with Wright. He was always on the move. And I meant to bow down to Aubameyang. No.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Didn't I? But what I'm saying is, right, let's have it real, right? Now, if we come up against Man City, Liverpool, and Chelsea, for instance, in the next 3 games, and Aubameyang scored all 3 goals, like winning goals, all of this talk about that he hasn't done anything now would go out the window straight away. It'll all be forgotten about.
No, it will. Yeah, with a lot of Arsenal fans, it will. It will. It won't with me.
Yeah,
it won't with me. I'm sorry, mate.
Exactly.
But do you know what it is, Tal? I think with me, I look at football as the same as what I would look at any other job. If you're on top dollar, right, then if you're on top dollar, you need to be giving us top dollar performances, and it could be whether it's football, whether it's sales, anything. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're getting paid a lot, you're probably the highest paid player, him and Ozil, right? The two, forget Ozil, right? He's the highest paid player at the club. He's our talisman, right? Then act like a talisman. Act like you're on 300 grand a week, but you're earning that money, right? So when I see him running around and pulling out of challenges, and I think, blimey, that's our captain there. That's our captain. I've just seen him pull out of a challenge because he doesn't want to get hurt. And all the things that I associate with Arsenal over the years, weak, soft, mentally fragile. And then I see our captain pulling out of a challenge because he doesn't want to get hurt. That sort of tells me all I want to know. about, do you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. And growing up seeing the proper captains we've had, to now seeing someone wearing that same armband and pulling out of a challenge, but yet you're quick to pick up your money every Friday. I'm sorry, mate. I can't have it. Can't.
Yeah.
You know?
No. Listen, I agree with most of what you said about him, mate. I do. You know, I'm just not writing him off right at this moment. That's all I'm saying.
No. I'm not writing him off. But what I'm saying, if you're out of form, you're dropped.
Yeah, exactly.
Dropped,
yeah.
Right? And what he's got to do, he's got to be dropped. But and then now, right, Mikel's got to say to him, now you need to earn that shirt back. So give Lacazette a chance, or Eddie or Bellerin, right? You know, give them a go. You know, give them 4 or 5 games in a row, right? And Aubameyang's got to earn it back. Now, when we see Aubameyang, come on as a sub or whatever, if he really wants his position back, he will come on that pitch and he'll be like a man possessed.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see. Do you know what I'm saying? He's taking his place for granted. Let's be honest, he is.
No, I agree. I agree with most of it, mate. Most of it.
You know?
Listen, I'm going to have to wrap it up, mate. We've been going for 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah. So we can do Sammy's chat. Sammy, sorry, mate. Your manager will give Mustafi a new contract. See, tell.
We will see, Sammy. We will.
Where's the evidence, Sammy? Where's the evidence?
Exactly. Right, listen, everyone. We've been going for 3 hours and 10 minutes. Sorry that the game was crap. What can we do about it? Nothing really. But we've won 2-0. We march on. We're still the champions. We go again. When is the draw? I think the draw might be Monday night. I think, mightn't it?
Yeah, I think it's Monday evening.
Listen, one team's already through that I really want to see the draw. Let's hope West Ham can get through. I want to see the West Ham Millwall, don't you, Diesel?
Oh, can you imagine? Yeah, if that comes out, I'm going to it. No, I won't go to that.
We're allowed back.
Exactly.
No, exactly. I think Monday might. That's the last game of the FA Cup. So if it is, we'll probably do that live. See who we get. And yeah, thank you everyone. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video because it helps us move forward. And share all of our content on all of our platforms: Twitter, Facebook. We've actually got a new Facebook page now. The other one, much I don't know what was going on with that one. So I will be getting that out and ready for the next stream we'll be giving you. But if you go on Facebook now and put Claude Banstas in, you'll be able to request us as a friend, and we can get you on Facebook too. So please share all of our content on there. That'd be great. Claude, if you're watching, get well soon, mate. Hope you're back for the next one.
Yeah. Give our regards to Tracy, Claude.
She just popped her head out of the covers then. Did you see that? Yeah. Hello, boys. And then she's gone back under, you know.
I hope she's walking okay.
Now, listen, look, thank you very much. Really appreciate all the banter. If you're Arteta in, Arteta out, whatever, it don't matter. You know what I mean? All at the end of the day, we've all got our own opinions. So I appreciate every single one of you, and especially the ones that put the super chats in and all. Really appreciate it. So thank you very much. Diesel, any last words, mate?
Yeah, this routine win, mate. Routine win. It was a poor game tonight. Do you know what? It's funny. I think I actually said to you earlier on, didn't I? Right at the start, I've just got a feeling it's not going to be an exciting. It turned out to be the case. It's one of those games. But listen, main thing is we won. We're through. Exactly. Let's see who we get next. FA Cup's always been. It's one of the tournaments it's always been really good to us. So yeah, be interested to see who we get next. Don't think it really matters anymore whether we're home or away. So yeah, let's just see who we get. But listen, take it game by game. It's all about Palace now. Palace next. Let's wrap up a win there. And once again to you guys in the chat, thank you. Super chats, great, but everyone, every comment you put in, whether you agree or not, you're contributing. So thank you very much. Just share, subscribe, and like. I think we're still about 15 away from 32, I believe. So yeah, just get us over that if you can, please, guys. Would really appreciate it. Big things coming this year on this channel. Come on. And to you, Claude, I hope she was worth it, mate. You missing this exciting game. I hope she was worth it, Claude. Big up, Tracy.
We're 2 away from 32. So thank you very much, everyone. Come on.
Two away.
2 away. So thank you very much, everyone. Like we said, just share everything. Really appreciate it. Yeah. And don't forget to put your notification bell on. So if we go out late at any time or do a quick podcast that we want to do, because that's what's going to start happening, put a notification bell on. You'll get notified straight away. So thank you very much. And we'll see you all soon.
Cheers, guys.